I mean,
All right, we are live. What's up,
you're
everybody?
live. We're so
We're,
back, bro. We're so back.
we're so back. This time we're back with a whole different show. As you can see, judging by the title, we have left the chains of Love Island. Okay, we have left the villa for good. We said, get the fuck out of Fiji. Get me
We're
away
free
from
from the shackles.
TT. What's her name? No, I love TT, but get me away from Trinity. That's what I meant to say. Get me away from all the toxic people. Okay, let's go to something else. We have transitions. We have transitioned to Married at First Sight. Anyway, what's up, Brandon? How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing excellent. I'm glad to cover a mature show for adults because Love Island, I'm not gonna lie, it felt like we were in elementary hour for a bit, you know what I'm saying? But we're mature now. We got married couples, you know what I'm saying? They're all in their late 20s, early 30s, 40s even,
Maybe even
you know what I'm
50s,
saying?
probably.
Oh God. Yeah, we got mature couples now. We got experts.
Right? We literally have
Experts? We got
experts,
experts? Come
matchmakers.
on now.
And
Come
also, correct me
on.
if I'm wrong, I feel like we had some therapists in the building too.
We got experts.
So
We got therapists in couples relationships and everything. Whoop de woo. You know what I'm saying? So we're here. We're professional. We're mature. We gonna get into these real couple problems. Juicy, start us off,
it's
man.
something just to add on, just real quick to that. So, like, think about Love Island. We had people who were like bartenders. We had people who were like trash men. We had people who were like, and shout out to the trash men, but we just had people who were like working at like little, I don't know,
We
cashiers.
know you
But
talking
like,
about Bryce. We
you
know
know
you
what I
talking
mean?
about Bryce.
But now we have left the age or the time of like clout chasers, the time of like, I'm trying to go viral on social media to people who are like product managers, people who are like, legit professionals who are looking for
Shout out to
jobs.
the product managers, man. Product managers represent where y'all at. Where y'all at? I'm a product manager. Shout out to the product managers. You know what I'm
You
saying?
are?
We
You
are in the
are?
building.
You're a
We
product
are
manager?
here. We are here,
Okay.
bro. And we're on
Oh
reality
shit.
TV. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on
We're
now.
representing. We're managing products, man. You know what I'm saying? We're willing and we're dealing.
Now we're
Whoop
really
de whoop.
now we're willing and dealing. Hey. All right. You ready?
I'm ready, Juicy, bro. I'm so ready to talk about a new show. Oh, I'm free from the shackles of Love Island, man. Take me through these married, mature couples, man.
It was
Who we got
so
first? Was it
it
was
was
it Adam
so
or Marissa?
Yeah, I'm gonna go down the list first, and then like I'm gonna go down to all the couples, just naming them, and then we'll
Oh
start
yeah.
at the top or wherever you want to start. All right, so we have Adam and Marissa. Okay, that's the data analyst and the project manager. And then we have Felipe and Tori. Felipe is that restaurant owner, and Tori is that senior marketing manager. We have Sean and Nikki. All right, he's a college VP. She's an HR leader. Then we have Cameron Michelle. Cameron is that college coach. He's a tall
Hmm.
guy, and then we have Michelle. She's like the Asian. She's from some
Vietnamese.
Asian
I think
Vietnamese. There
she's
we go.
Vietnamese. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a project man. She's a project manager. Shout out to Brandon.
There's,
And then we have.
but there's a lot of project managers. No. She's a project manager. I manage products. All right, different, different.
Oh, okay. So you're a product
Okay.
manager.
No projects, products over here, baby.
Mm. Speaking of products,
It's a shout out to Crown Juice
www.crownjuicenaturals.com,
Naturals. You know what I'm saying? I've
baby.
used it on the locks.
Natural.
I've used it on the locks.
You look at that long ass hair he got there. You know what I mean?
Hmm, hmm.
All right. Then we have Nick and Courtenay. Oh Lord, I can't wait to talk about that shit. Then we have Devin and Caitlin. Devin and Caitlin. Oh, Devin and Caitlin. Got it. I remember them. And then we have Mika or Mecca, and
Mecca,
Bella
Bella
Jolie.
Joy, Bella
Bella
Jolie.
Joy. Bella.
Hmm, hmm.
Bella girl. All right. So let's go, let's go up to Adam and Marissa. What do you think about Adam and Marissa?
So Adam is the one that plays piano too much, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Man,
I,
this couple, I feel for Marissa. I feel like okay. So this is my first time watching the show. Is this your first
same.
time watching the show, Juicy?
First time, I
Oh,
was so shocked that they literally get married. Like it really lives up to the name, Married at First Sight. I was like, oh, because I was
Juicy,
thinking,
Juicy. I did some research. They the real deal. They do the papers,
I know,
everything, legal binding documents. Them people. I almost said a word. Them people
Ah!
really get, them people really get married at first sight, bruh. Which is crazy. Which is crazy to me, by the way. Okay, but anyways, let's talk about it, man. So Adam and Marissa. So Adam, he okay. I don't want to do too much because it's very first impressions. We've only
Okay.
watched this is episode 1 through 3, right? So
Mm,
I have very limited. I have only seen Adam's wedding day, but seeing Adam's wedding day so far, he is a lot.
it's
He's
a
a
lot.
lot, man. He does the most, and I really feel like he's given me narcissist so far. He's very conceited,
Very.
self-absorbed. He's playing the piano every time he can get in front of the guy. Bro, don't nobody care, man. And not only that, you're playing you know what I'm saying? You're playing Elise, you know what I'm saying? Beethoven's Elise, CL Elise, and you're playing, you know what I'm saying? Bach and yeah, bro, you're playing all the classics, man. We've all heard this shit in whatever movie and come on, man. So I mean, like, you're not really impressing anybody. It's kind of just being weird. It's awkward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know?
My thing is like I have no problem, right, with you getting on national television and showing your talents. However, bro, 18 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, like it's like just do a quick little 1 minute, like, hey guys, I got it. You know what I mean? But you're doing it on different scenes, like different
Oh man,
moments. You're doing it for an extended
multiple
period of time.
scenes.
I also feel like he may be on the spectrum a bit. Like, no, seriously, because he's very logical. No, that's not even sharing.
No, 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 no. I just didn't expect you to go
No,
there.
no,
I just didn't
literally.
expect you to go. I just didn't
Because like
expect that to be
he's
what you
super
said.
like analytical, and there's nothing wrong with it because I'm a very logical thinker, but he's very like, okay, for example, he got offended when now mind you, I don't drink alcohol anymore either. I'm coming up on a year of me giving up alcohol, but he was just like when he received a gift, like a little shot bottle of her, and he was like, oh, like why is she giving me this? I don't like that. The reason why I don't like drinking is because it causes inflammation, which is true.
Mhm.
It gives you a higher risk for cancer, all these different facts that he was giving out. I really just felt like and I
Okay,
understand, like,
can I ask you
again.
one question real quick? Can I ask you one question? Okay, so I feel like we should definitely talk about the experts, the therapists. I don't recall their names, but we have a bald black guy and a white lady. The white lady's a couples
I feel
therapist,
you
and the
too because
black
I don't know
guy.
their names either.
I think
Let
it's
me give you
I think the guy's name is Paul, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me. But anyways, from what I know, they are new experts, and they don't
they're
swap
new.
experts very often in the show. So like the
Oh,
matchmakers are new to the show. You know what I'm
oh.
saying? They're you know what I'm saying? Like
Okay,
they're
yeah. Paul, sorry.
they're new,
His name
they're
is
new on the
Paul,
scene.
and her name is Dr. Lisa.
Dr. Lisa. All right, so we have Paul and Dr. Lisa. What do you think of Paul and Dr. Lisa? I personally, I thought it was questionable that they put these two together because she drinks and he is very much this type of
Exactly.
person. So like,
But
what
I
do you think
also
of them putting a drinker and a non-drinker together?
I feel like okay, I feel like he should have been more. I feel like he should have said it's a non-negotiable. Like drinking is a non-negotiable. I feel like he kind of left it. He kind of like expressed like he doesn't really care for it. Like, but low key kind of left it open. And I feel like they probably should have the way they should have addressed it. They should have just asked him like, okay, is it a hard no? Is it a non-negotiable? And then kind of went from there. But I think what they were doing was they were like, okay, he didn't tell us it's a hard no, and maybe love will be strong enough to make him be open minded. I don't know, but I just feel like with his level of thinking, he's so like about like himself and like it has to be again. I respect it, but it's just like
Thoughtful.
he's not gonna let up. Like that little
Mhm.
moment alone let me know that he's gonna stand on business and he does not want her to take a shot or anything. And the crazy part is she seems to really like she took like a little my thing is it was a fireball. Today was taking fireballs. Like, damn girl, like if you're gonna take a shot at
Fireball?
it was a fireball. My thing
Yeah,
is
yeah.
like if you're gonna take shots, like at least come on now, like give us a good little classy or just not even just a reputable drink. Like a fireball is not even real. Like what is a fireball? So
Fireball is gas station liquor. So
that's
that's
what I'm
that's
saying.
that's liquor that is,
She
still
could
legal
get
that.
tequila,
Yeah.
Hennessy, anything,
So
just any
so me
real
so
liquor.
me and Juicy, we're both from the South, so we can tell you, you know what I'm saying? Different states have different rules for alcohol, right? You know what I'm saying? And if you're from the South, you're from the Bible Belt, in the South, they do not allow, you know what I'm saying? You can't buy liquor on Sundays. You can't buy certain liquors at. I mean, you got to have a liquor license, and even in order to even sell liquor. So very few places even sell liquor in the first place. So Fireball is a very southern thing. You know what I'm saying? You order Fireball. I mean, you drink Fireball if you're from a southern state and you're going to a gas station or someplace after 6 p.m. We have 6 p.m. rules. We have 6 p.m. rules, y'all, in the Bible Belt. You know what I'm saying? If it's after 6 p.m., you can't buy liquor.
What?
Dead ass.
Oh
Dead
wow.
ass. Dead ass. Yeah, dead ass. You can't buy liquor after 6 p.m. That's another rule. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you
So,
live
like,
in North Carolina.
I live in South Carolina, but I mean,
Fuck. I always want to say
regardless.
South. I always want to say South, and I always think it's wrong.
I think
And I
North
always do that
Carolina has
shit.
the same rule. I'm not
I
gonna
always
lie.
do
I
this
think North
fucking
Carolina
shit.
has the same rule.
Okay.
But I mean, is Georgia not the same? Does Georgia not have that rule as well? Maybe not.
It's definitely not 6. If anything, it's probably like after 11 or midnight. But
I'm about to say
I live in New York.
I want to say yeah for sure. I know you used to live down here, but I want to say North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, probably Mississippi. If you live in the Bible Belt, as they call it, you know what I'm saying. Like they do have serious liquor rules. You have to have a liquor license to even sell liquor. If you're a restaurant,
So you think that? So you think that's why they chose to do the Fireball? Is that what you're getting?
I think that's why she chose to do Fireball because
Okay.
Fireball is down is a southern thing in my opinion. Is down here is when it's for the you know what I'm saying the
Okay.
people who live down here who can't buy bourbon, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be at your we don't have liquor stores that are open 24/7 or that are open, you know what I'm saying. Our liquor stores close at 6.
What I like about
that's the law.
That's a lot. What I like about it though, like her doing Fireball, because if you think about it, it's definitely giving like she's the what I do like about it just shows she's down to earth. Like she's not too like stuck on herself that like for example, Nikki would definitely not be like taking shots of Fireball. But I do feel like in terms of like us talking about Adam's wife, what's her name again? Marissa, yeah. It just shows that she's like a down cool type of chick who'll go with the flow. And she's also very like she likes to laugh a lot. She's very giggly. I just feel like their personalities are not going to mesh. I feel like even if he did drink,
are we questioning the experts? Because why did the experts put a drinker and a non-drinker together like this? Like that should be an immediate like. And I mean, okay, all right. Let me clarify. Okay, so like my partner, she doesn't drink at all. You know what I'm saying? Really, I do drink. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like there is. I mean, that can work, right?
Yeah, it can work.
But he seems like he's like a stickler. Like he's like a no. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I can't do that. You know what
I'm saying? But that's why I can't. But that's why I can't
blame. That was a red flag.
Right. You know? But to what you just said about you and your partner, where one drink, one doesn't. Typically, in a lot of relationships, it's okay for one person to do it, one person to not. Like they don't take it that deep. So I think that maybe they was hoping that like he just wouldn't take it that deep. If he would have expressed himself more about how stern he is on it, I feel like they would have like took that into consideration. What also I want to tell you this: did you realize that they all? Because I know you kind of in and out that first episode. You realized like, they met each other before, right? And she, but here's my thing. He didn't.
Yes, that was crazy. That was crazy.
That was crazy. And she said that it was at a bar and it was like only for like a minute they met. So the fact that she remembered him, and she only it was just less than a minute. And then my thing is they had exchanged numbers, but he never really followed back up with her. He tends to kind of forget about stuff and not really understand. I don't know. I feel like he's oftentimes aloof and he's sometimes disassociates. And I've noticed that with like, even if you recall like the wedding they were at and kind of like, I think it was after the wedding. They were all like talking and socializing, and he was just like.
Honestly, I feel like that was a little bit of both. I really could not tell who was the one that was like more like into it and less into it with them. Like, because it seemed like he said, "Yeah, I met her at the bar," but I mean, she didn't really text me back. I feel like he kind of said that.
I thought she said that.
I feel like both of them kind of. I don't know. It's not gonna work because it's married at first sight and they've already met.
But here, let me tell you what surprised me though, because I feel like with some of these people, the chemistry start off one way, then it's this way. Because I feel like it's so early on, we're still getting to know these people as individuals. We're also getting to know them as a couple. And so I don't know if you caught it, but at the end of like episode 3, I think they were one of the only couples that actually, I think they slept together naked, and they kind of insinuated that they actually had sex. One of them was asking, they was like, well, I don't kiss and tell, and I know that he was like, I feel comfortable sleeping naked. I work out, I like my body. And they closed did you realize when they closed the blinds?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like prior to that scene, I was kind of questioning
I wouldn't deep
how
it though. I would not deep it, bro. I
this
don't think
situation. Huh?
because Adam is full of shit, I feel like, bro. I feel like Adam might be one of our villains for the season. He really might be. I feel like Adam, I mean, I think once again, I've never seen this show, but I've seen a lot of reality TV, you know what I'm saying? Growing up, you know what I'm saying? My family always watched Flavor of Love, I Love New York, you know what I'm saying? All of the classics, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm from Jersey Shore, right? So I grew up on reality TV. There's always got to be a villain. I feel like Adam might be that. Adam might be our villain, bro.
He definitely might be one because he's not the only villain. And I
Because
also will say,
he's an asshole. I can already tell.
yeah, he's definitely an asshole. And I also get the vibe that a lot of these people probably like. I feel like coming in, we're like, okay, like they're professional, they're older, all these things. But I feel like a lot of them have to have a lot of toxic qualities because let's be real, most of you guys are older and very successful
You're
and
on Married at First
seemingly attractive. Right, right. Because it's like that's
Sight.
already a red flag. Why you look so good? Why you so successful?
Right.
Why you so tall? And why you make over $250,000 and you still single? So I feel like a lot of these are ticky boom booms, and I'm excited. I feel like it's starting off slow, but it's gonna get turned up. And the end of the episode 3, that little trailer of the next episode, let me know everything that I was thinking. It's about to get crazy.
Was it Adam that was the one that previously or he had to call his relationship or his situationship and break up with her? Was that Adam?
It was Adam. You want to talk about that interaction because that was very interesting.
Yeah. I really like that from the expert's perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's like, hey, bro, you on this show?
Mm-hmm.
You're 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
You're in shape. You have a good job. Why the f are you here? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you on Married at First Sight? Why don't you got a girl? You know
I have
what
a good
I'm saying?
gauge.
Yeah. And so then he asked him, you know what I'm saying? Like, when was the last time you talked to a girl? When was the last time you had a girl over here? You know what I'm saying? And then it turns out he's seen a girl 5 times. You know what I'm saying?
He's on the.
He tried to downplay it. He tried to downplay it too. And then of course he called her. The therapist made him call her, and he was like, "Oh, I think it would be better if it was a text." And then the therapist made him call her or whatever. He calls her, and then she seems very upset, reasonably so, because he's on Married at First Sight. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, bro, come on. You know what you're trying to do. You're trying to, you know what I'm saying, apply for this show, and if something didn't really work out, whoop-de-woo, you want to have her in the back burner. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what you're doing, man. We know what you're doing, bro.
Let me tell you how he's very aloof, and just I feel like I understand a part of the reason why the hell he's actually single. He doesn't really have a clue, because if you think about it, the therapist asked, she was like, he pretty much was like, how would you explain your relationship? Do you think she's going to care? He was like, oh, she's not going to care. We've only seen each other about 5 to 6 times within the past like month or so. And my thing is like, bro, if a girl sees you at least 5 times within a month, and you guys are not in a relationship, that's actually pretty steady, especially for like within a month. So it's been 5 to 6 times, and he said they text sometimes. Well, I think he kind of said the texts were kind of sparingly, but
just tells you he's full of shit, man, bro. Like 5 times, you seen a girl 5 times, and y'all aren't nothing.
Yeah, and I also just feel like, on one hand he could be full of shit, on the other hand it could be he just genuinely doesn't have a fucking clue, bro. Like even when he called the girl, right? When he heard her voice, she was very excited. Like she's sitting, like if you paid attention to her, like how she was speaking, she was very enthused. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to hear from you. Like, bro, any other guy would understand that like this girl is really effing with you. And I'm pretty sure when he calls her, she always has that level of energy. So
he understands it. He's just full of shit, bro. He's
and then he goes to say, when they get off the call, because she was clearly upset, he's like, I think she's
I was surprised she was
right, bro. Like I think he just doesn't have a fucking clue of how women and emotions work, because it's like, bro, like, and then the way he went about it, he was just like, yeah, I'm on this show. Like he didn't like ease into it. Like I just feel like his delivery, now granted he was put on the spot, but I feel like if you really care about, it's like, bro, y'all have been dating, you're now telling her you basically about to get married today or tomorrow, because married at first sight is quick. You're just telling someone who you've been kicking it with, they probably been fucking too, I'm about to get married, and he just did it so like without any level of like compassion or empathy. He's just kind of like boom, and that was it. So I think that's why he's single. He doesn't have a clue with emotions and how to communicate.
No, the reason why a lot of these people are single is because they're full of shit, man. They're single by choice, bro. They're single by choice, and they just want to be on TV. They just want to be on TV. Because I mean, like, dog, you mean to tell me you've seen a girl 5 times, bro? Why have you seen her 5 times if you don't like her?
And she's probably cute. Like, she's probably look good too.
I'm about to say, bro, if you've seen a girl 5 times, you know, either she's showing you some traits that are not girlfriend material. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna put her into the casual bucket or whatever you do, whatever type of guy you are. You know what I'm saying? Or you think she's girlfriend material and you're gonna make her your girlfriend. Like, there's no reason why you would be in limbo like fucking Adam here, bro. That doesn't make any sense.
But let me tell, but no, I'm telling you, just pay attention. He's freaking weird, bro. So even when
he's
it came
to
the
boy, he's a fuck
boy. No, listen to me for a second.
All right,
cook. Put the fuck boy thing on side.
I'm sorry.
Put that on side because he could be, but no, it's okay. Listen to this. I don't know if you noticed how they kept saying how, mind you, he already did the piano thing, which alludes to him being really weird. The second thing was they say he has an obsession with jet skis. So like they showed this like compilation of him talking about different, like, I have a jet ski. Like, it was like all these people. I'm telling you, you think he's a fuckboy. I think he's fucking just weird as shit. And like, again, on the spectrum.
You think he just doesn't? You think
he's on the spectrum? He doesn't get social clues. Like, bro, you keep talking about the jet ski to every single person you talk about. You play the piano for 30 minutes every time you play it. You know what I mean? Like, he just, I think.
Okay, but see, okay, all right, okay. See, like, the one thing that makes me think that he's full of shit is because we have a couple guys this season who are like in good shape, right? I think Adam's one of them. Adam's in good shape, right?
He's in good shape.
I don't really remember the scenes that well because low key, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I listen to a lot of these episodes and I tune in and I like look at the actual people, you know what I'm saying, from time to time. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I listen to it for the most part. Okay. All right. So Adam, I'm pretty sure he's in good shape. People like that, you're in good shape physically, you have a good job, right? You know what I'm saying?
Have a lake house.
No. Hold up. The part that he's tall, that doesn't matter. The part that he's in shape is what matters to me, because that tells me he's what? Disciplined. If you have a good body, if you have a good gym routine, that tells me that you're very disciplined in your diet and the way that you take care of your body, etc. Right? You know what I'm saying? So you're disciplined. You know what I'm saying? He's very intentional in the way that he takes care of his body and what he eats. He's intentional with that. This is probably an MFer that eats chicken and rice every single day, right? You know what I'm saying? Boy kibble, as they call it, right? He probably eats the same meal every single day to make sure that he has the proper macros, to make sure that he eats enough carbohydrates, enough protein. He's one of them MFers. I guarantee you, right? Are we far enough into the video? We're 22 minutes and I can curse, right? He's one of them motherfuckers. He is paying attention to exactly what he eats at every single point of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's Adam, right? Now, if you're that intentional, if you're that disciplined, you're not eating no ice cream on the weekends. You're not eating no milkshakes. You know what I'm saying? No cookies and cream. You know what I'm saying? No Reese's, right? Okay,
get to the point.
That's Adam. I'm getting to the point. All right, I'm gonna land the plane. Landing the plane. He's disciplined in every part of his life, but somehow he's not disciplined in women. But somehow he's not. He's moving intentional when it comes to taking care of that body. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to getting to the gym, he's moving very intentional. He's intentional with what he eats. He's intentional with how he takes care of himself, how he gets sleep, every part of his life. But he's not intentional with women. Interesting. It's by choice, bro. It's by choice.
But listen,
he's a fuckboy.
But okay, you're saying fuckboy. I'm gonna stand on the fact that he's definitely into himself, because I feel like it's one thing, like when it's about him and himself, yes, he could be disciplined. He'll do everything for himself. But it's the part where you have to, because when you deal with another human being, it's about compromise, right? He doesn't like the fact that someone's going to drink. That's going to be an issue. He's going to like the fact that she does this. So I feel like he can do all that with himself, but it's just a different thing when it comes to.
Are we saying narcissist?
Narcissist, spectrum, disassociative, which could also fall into the spectrum category. I just think he has the social cues part is missing, but I think that he could genuinely like a woman. He just struggles because, again, he's socially awkward. Again, tall, handsome, nice body, successful, lake house. that you had like the women are probably throwing themselves at him at this point.
I think
So it's
Marissa.
like,
I think Adam's going to be the problem in the relationship. It's not Marissa.
oh yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Do you want to move on to our next couple?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel like there's much else for Adam and Marissa. They're a little cookie cutter. They're a little boring. Who we got next, Juicy? Come on, Brad. Bring it in.
Do we want to go in order, or do you want to? Because like, it's some couples I really want to talk about. So should we jump to some spikes or just go to the next?
Give me the options. Give me the options. I want to.
Okay. The one that's next on the list is Felipe and Tori. The one that I kind of want to talk about right now is Nick and Courtney. But we can also talk about, again, let's say it's a list. We can talk
I'm
about
impartial.
Mecca.
Go ahead. Let's talk about Nick and Courtney then, since you want to talk about them.
Let's talk about, okay, perfect. I'm so glad you picked that. So Nick is the guy who has been on 5 fucking different television shows.
A bunch of shows I never even heard of.
So he's been on The Circle on Netflix, which is, I believe that's a dating show. I don't know, but he was on The Circle.
Never heard.
He was on Perfect Match, which is a dating show for sure. He was on Battle Camp, which I don't know what that is, but it's something. He was on RuPaul's Drag Race. That's how you know. So it's like either you on the DL, you gay, or you just straight, but you that thirsty. Like you don't care where you're gonna go. Put me on Drag Race, put me on this, put me on the gay network. I don't care. I just want to be on television. So thing is, I feel like, and it's kind of disappointing because I feel like he's charming and he seems kind of like cool and even keel. He seems like the perfect guy, like minus the reality shows of it all. And then you look at Courtney, just, she seems so understanding and patient and just like, I feel like he had a lot of red flags, but she was just so optimistic, which could work for them. I just feel like him being such a clout, he's definitely giving me like Bryce and Trinity vibes in terms of like, okay, you've been on multiple shows, you probably looking to get on television. And then even his friends, bro, at the wedding,
all his like, friends were reality TV.
They were like, bro. And then
he didn't have a real friend there.
He doesn't have real friends, and those friends that was on reality, and most of them were gay because they were his friends from RuPaul Drag Race, and I don't know if you watched how they looked definitely gay, but it's just like,
yeah, for sure.
But it's just like,
they were all your friend chasers like Nick. I hate to say it, but
hold on, one more thing.
One more thing. Oh, go ahead.
And then he got on the mic. His friends got on the mic and literally said, I'm not surprised that you're getting married on television because you always like to be the center of attention. And then you're always on shows. Now you go ahead.
I was going to say it very much gave Nick is the straightest appearing one and is now going to go on Married at First Sight and then bring all of the gang with him and so that they can get one more reality TV appearance.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it very much was feeling like. And I feel bad for Courtney because I feel like Courtney, despite the fact that she's, I mean, she said, you know what I'm saying, when she was talking, like, I don't know. She said she was conservative and was like, and then the therapist was like, how conservative are you? And then she was like, I don't know. It depends on like what your range is. So jury's still out on old girl. You know what I'm saying? Because like, what did you mean by that? What did you mean by that? And then he asked her if she knew what January 6th, or she asked her what her thoughts were on January 6th, and she didn't know what it was.
No, she was acting. She was trying to act like she knew what the hell it is. I felt like she was trying to act like she didn't know what that is.
Like, what the fuck? Like, that
shit. She was trying to act like she wasn't racist.
But that's even more, if she was acting, that's suspicious, though. That's weird as fuck, because why are you acting?
Yeah, no. I feel like
jury's still out on what's her face. I don't know her name, but the jury's still out on her. But Courtney. I feel bad for Courtney because she does seem like she's genuine, like she's actually trying to find somebody. She seems like, I mean, if I was to interpret that as her actually being genuine and really not knowing what January 6th was, then I would interpret her as someone from the South, as being a man from the South. There's a lot of ignorant people, you know what I'm saying, who, you know what I'm saying, I might have, went to school or middle school or, high school or whatever the case may be with or whatever. They're just a little ignorant, you know what I'm saying? They don't mean no harm, but they're just a little ignorant, you know what I'm saying? And I can interpret Courtney as being one of those people. Doesn't really mean any harm.
Yeah.
And in which case I feel bad for her because she really is on the show trying to find love.
She really is.
And just doesn't actually,
have a clue. Poor thing don't have a clue. They said that he was on shows. They said he was on They say he was on RuPaul's Drag Race. She thought that they were talking about like drag racing cars. they had to later clarify at the table that they were talking about like drag, like people in drag. And you would think like if I was her, I would be like concerned, like, oh, you were on a okay, so you've been around, the drag community. I probably would have asked a little bit more questions, and
But
she
she
was
didn't
just like,
really seem bothered.
she doesn't. She's not bothered by anything. She's very optimistic. That's I'm
She
like
seems
he
very
has
open minded and like she's really
she
on here for the right reason.
like
Truthfully.
literally, and she's just trying to see the best in him. And I feel like when you're just meeting, the problem with that though is when you're just now meeting someone, even though you guys are getting married, da, 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 your level of discernment has to be on cue. Like you can be optimistic, but also use discernment. I feel like she's like putting her discernment in the closet, in the back seat of the car, in the trunk, actually locked, and she's not opening that discernment level because this is like, lady, at a certain point, you have to ask clarifying questions. You have to raise a brow, and she's just whatever he says, she's just pretty cool with it, and it's giving like kind of desperate, to be honest.
Yeah, I
And but I
mean,
feel like it could work though because if she's desperate and he's like a clout chaser or a liar or manipulator, he just gonna be able to be the puppet master, and she's just gonna be happy to be along for the ride.
mhm. When we talk about some of the next couples, like like I'll kind of mention it, but like I feel like you have to be a little bit desperate. I don't want to say desperate, but you just have to be like you have to be open minded. This
No,
was my first time
literally,
watching the show. You have to be
same.
willing to just jump into shit on this damn show.
Hmm. Yeah.
You have to be as open minded and just willing to experience this as possible, and that's the only way that this shit's gonna work. So let's get into the next couple, man.
I feel like you could be optimistic, but still ask some follow up questions. All right, next couple. Oh, I think a good couple we could talk about now.
Is
Okay,
this
I'll give you the
Bel
option. I'll
Jolie
give you.
and Mecca?
I'll give you. Okay, we can. I was gonna say Mecca or Felipe, but you want to do Mecca and Bella?
Let's do Felipe and them. Let's do Felipe and them
Felipe.
first.
Okay,
Because
I
they're
like
not that
Felipe.
interesting.
I like Felipe and Tori. I like Felipe.
He be partying a lot though, man. He be partying, bruh.
He does. So he does party. That's his
And he
thing.
be late. He be late too.
He was definitely late, but I feel like Felipe. Okay, so but I feel like it doesn't mean he'll be a bad husband. There's some guys who they live this lifestyle, and then if they, as long as they have a good heart, they meet the right woman, they're really genuinely able to like kind of probably merge those worlds. Like he's a restaurant owner, so I don't think that he's gonna like not continue hosting and doing fun events. But I feel like it could work. And he's also a family oriented guy. When you're really big into family, you're big into people. That's a part of his personality. So naturally, he's gonna party a lot. He's a host. So I feel like with the right girl who he seems to really like her, I feel like he could change a bit and mature. And I feel like it's gonna be super easy. No, but I feel like he is willing to put in the work because like he genuinely seems like he likes her. She genuinely seems like she likes him, and both of their families seems to like really mesh. So this is one that I'm actually like rooting for, actually, surprisingly.
Yeah, I'm definitely rooting for them. I'm a little bit suspicious or just kind of I feel like there might be a little bit of like trauma. I mean, of course I'm a little bit cautious with Felipe because he, is such a party dude. Like this dude's out until 4 a.m. at 29. I'm like, bro, 4 a.m. is crazy.
But you
4 a.m. is
but listen,
crazy to
but
be out
listen though,
that late regularly.
you got to also keep in mind that he used to be ugly, and at least in his mind, and so he had this surgery. Yeah, you remember he got his teeth done, his nose, did something with his nose, and so I feel like he is probably reliving some parts that he felt was
Okay.
missing, which could also show is the reason for that. But also, it could, to your point though, could be a little bit concerning too, because it's like, all right, are you completely healed from like having low self esteem? Because think about it, as
Anaya.
anybody to get like super big cosmetic changes, there has to be some type of damage to your esteem that it left, right? And especially for a guy to do it, because a lot of women do stuff, and it's low self esteem, of course, but it's also like societal pressure. But for a guy to do it, it definitely shows there's like, whoa, boy, like you really felt ugly as hell. He said he didn't get attention. Now he's been getting
Yeah.
attention. But it's like now he is getting older, so that may be a reason why he should probably prioritize marriage. So
Yeah, for
hey.
sure. Yeah, I mean, like, if you take some of those insecurities into your relationship, that can be bad, Anaya. But I mean, like, there's a lot of there's a lot of variety and in issues and whatnot. I am cautious about Felipe because of the partying, like I said. The
And the
only other thing
cheating.
I'm
And the
cautious
cheating.
that too. The only other thing I'm cautious about with this couple, Tori kept on saying, or Tori's the girl's name, right? She kept on saying time and time again, she'd be like, "I hope he doesn't run away. I hope he doesn't run away." What do you mean by that?
Exactly.
That's
That's
just
that
a little
desperate.
weird to me. Just a little weird.
Yeah, and then she was already like, even the producer who, when she was in the confessional, was like, you guys, because I think they had literally just met like 30 some minutes ago, and she was in the confessional chair talking about, I hope he doesn't get bored with me.
Yeah.
Girl, like you're already, if he gets bored with you after 30 minutes of you guys just having after your honey, like right after the wedding, that's very concerning. But the fact that she was thinking that again, but this, I'm not surprised, because even when they were interviewing her before she even met Felipe, before they matched her, she was expressing how she just doesn't feel like she's enough, and like how she does, like she feels like people are going to leave her. She kind of hinted at that during the interview time. So I definitely feel like he's gonna, I hope it's not gonna be another Naya situation, but she's gonna need some reassurance a lot. Like it's gonna take a lot of reassurance from him. But I feel like they both have insecurities. Like he's coming in from the physical insecurities. She's coming in from, I don't know what it stems from her, but also her nose looked kind of weird. I think she had a nose job too.
Nose job, yeah.
You pay attention to her nose,
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
haven't already,
yeah,
go. It's
yeah,
very
yeah.
pointy. So I feel like
Come
they can
on, bro. Juicy, come on. You know we like that on these damn
it's
shows,
giving
man.
Pinocchio.
Come on.
But
Dab
I
me up
do.
through the screen. Dab me up through the screen, Juicy. Come on.
I feel like they
Lock it
both could
in.
trauma bond and like help heal each other. I think they could, because it's like if she's insecure, he's insecure. They're both going to be trying so hard to just keep each other. It may be a match made in insecure heaven, you
I
know?
think you're
Because
right.
they,
I think you're right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit suspicious though, because it's just like, man, like don't run away, don't run away, don't run away. It's just like, bro, like I feel like she's gonna bring that into the rest of the relationship,
exactly.
and then that's gonna be an issue because he is such a
Yep.
party dude. He's such a
Exactly.
party dude, and so it's gonna be an issue. So I don't know.
That's so true.
But I
She's gonna think
mean,
he's out there partying with other women. She's gonna be like, "Are you gonna leave me for her? Who is this bitch? Who is this bitch?" And he's like,
mhm.
"Honey, honey, honey."
I feel like with them though, we're just gonna have to like wait and see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like how it falls apart. But I mean,
Mhm.
like for like with them, I mean, of course they're very. I mean, like they're a looks match. I think they both like who's the other couple? Marissa and Adam. Like, I mean, both the couples so far, like they both like look appropriate. You know what I'm saying for
Yeah.
like each
They
other.
look
You know what
good.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like they're matches. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
they don't look like one is super more attractive than the other or anything like that. So I mean, like they're like it's a good couple. They're both are very attracted to each other. They're both each other's type to a very good degree. So like it's
Yeah.
good so far, but obviously this is gonna unravel. We just gotta see how juicy. Who we got next, bro?
All
Bel
right.
Jolie and Mecca.
Who?
Bel
Oh
Jolie
yeah.
is it Bel Jolie and Mecca?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Okay, so I had to,
I got
because
some shit to say,
I
man.
got some shit to say too. Okay, because that boy and his dad. Okay, it was a whole
Oh
lot. My
man.
thing is
Oh
this:
man.
the
We gonna say
first
the
thing.
same shit,
Here's the
bro.
first fucking thing that got me. Okay, is because you got to put yourself in my shoes. I'm watching this show and I'm thinking, okay, as a family member sitting in the audience, every single thing is about first impression, not just for the bride, but for everybody. Because it's like, we don't know this man. He's marrying my daughter. He's marrying my cousin, my sister, my friend.
Yeah.
He comes out with the painted nails. No shade to painted nails. But he comes out with the painted nails. He comes out with he got the little things on his teeth. He got the little braids. Again, I think on an individual level,
Can
those
I stop
things
you
can be
right here?
fine. But
Can I stop you right
to
here?
have all three of those things combined, and
Can
then
I
you got
stop you right here? I
his
just want to
daddy.
get in one word, juicy. I have a problem with the painted nails too. I mean, like, bro, express yourself in whatever way you would like
But on
to.
your
It's
wedding
your
day,
wedding day. It's your
the
wedding
first
day.
fucking time you're meeting this girl, like it was so But then though, right? Because I'm like, because first I'm like, is this really happening? This is so cringe. But then as I start to breathe and I start to realize, although me and you wasn't fucking with that, she seems very cool about it. She was laughing. She actually likes his quirkiness, and I realized,
Mhm.
and also two things that stood out to me: the way his dad was acting. Okay, it is very clear that, we later find out he was solely raised by his dad. His mom wasn't in his life. So
Mhm.
to have that big of personality raising you, and his dad is kind of basically a cornball, it actually makes sense why he acts the way he acts, because his dad is fucking weird. And so it went from this transition of me thinking that he's some type of like gay or just out of touch person to like, you're just kind of fucking strange and weird, which is cool. Some people like weird. She's laughing. She said she likes it. He kept questioning, like, do you like me, or am I weird? Am I strange? And she was like, no,
I
I
got
like it. I like Goofy. She's all into this man.
yeah.
So when she was all into it, I start to breathe a little bit and be like, all right, he's just different. She likes it. I love it. But his dad is fucking crazy. Did you hear when his dad was like talking about his erection? He said you had an erection when you was up there kissing her and all that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
no, the dad was doing too much at every single part of this
every
damn
scene.
first 3 episodes. Yeah, every single scene he stood up before the vows. Like, bro, nobody asked you. Okay, like it's just like he saw the cameras and he just had to. Oh
He
my
had
god,
to go
it was
crazy.
just embarrassing. And then like he gave this long-winded speech about, oh, I thought you were gonna play in the NBA and I thought you were gonna box, and then you lost three straight. Like, bro,
That
what?
was so embarrassing.
He
In front of,
hasn't met this man yet, bro. She has never met this man, and you're trying to give this first impression, talking about some. Oh yeah, he got beat up by three different guys, and then he wanted to play basketball with women. Like, why are you
yeah,
emasculating this man in
it
front of
wasn't
his
even that
wife
he
who he
wanted to play
just
with women.
met?
It was like he didn't make the guys team, and so they put him on the women's team, and he wasn't even like an actual player. I think he was like a women's team
He was
practice
the
player.
practice. He was a
I'm like,
practice guy.
bro,
Yeah,
why are you
and
shitting on
it's
your
just
son like
like,
that?
yeah, and it's just weird. It's just weird, and it's
And
just
his
like
son
it's
just
nothing.
took it. His son didn't care. He just sitting there laughing like,
Yeah, and I
oh,
mean, it's just like I understand,
goofy.
like some shit's funny, and I understand a lot of families joke on each other like that. I roast my family members all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm very hard on them. Like and like we like to crack on each other. We like to bust each other all the time. Like that's a
Hmm.
thing. I get that, but motherfucker, like bro, time and place.
On
Can
my wedding
you?
day,
Yeah, on and he just met her. He's never met her before.
haven't
Like
even touched her yet.
it's to the point to where he hasn't even kissed her yet. It's to the point where she's saying, "Can we stop cracking jokes about my husband?" And
Right.
you've known the motherfucker for 20 plus years, and she's saying that she met him today, and she's
Right.
telling you to stop cracking jokes at him and making jokes at his expense. Like,
So
like
embarrassing.
I feel like at a certain point, bro, put the MF and Gin down, put the Hennessy down. What are you doing, bro? Like, lock in. Like, realize where you are. This isn't your effing show, Logic. Okay, that was the dad's name.
His name
The
is
show isn't
Logic.
about you. His name was
Yeah.
Logic.
So we got
Logic,
him
you're
with
not getting
Logic
fucking
who
married
acts
today. It's your
illogical. We
son.
had Sincere who's insincere. That's why you can't name your kids certain things. I can tell you as a teacher, I got a kid named we got kids named King. They don't act like kings. They like these names, people really gotta stop putting these names onto people because they're gonna be the complete opposite. He doesn't act like he has any type of logic. And I think again, he does what he does. It's a part of his personality, but his son doesn't mind it. He just giggles, and I feel like his son needs to develop a backbone. If his son was eating him up a lot about it, like if he was genuinely making him mad, he wouldn't do it. But he's so comfortable doing it because his son just sits there and laughs and giggles. But
And it's just
again,
like so
she
stupid.
likes the goofiness. If I was her, I wouldn't. I need a man. I don't want you to be acting goofy as fuck, especially at our wedding date. Like man up. But she likes it. I love it.
Hold up, bro. I gotta take aim back at the dad again. His speech wasn't even going anywhere. He said, "I thought you were going to be a basketball player, and then you played with the girls' team. I thought you were going to be a boxer, and then you lost 4 matches in a row. Where are you going,
But
bro?
I think
Like,
no.
I thought
I
he was
think
going to be like, but you're going to be a phenomenal husband. He didn't even say that shit.
no.
Like,
He said I
like
think, but
nigga, you're just
no,
stupid, bro.
no.
Shut
He
the
said
fuck up, man. You're killing me. You're killing me. Just stop talking. Stop. All right, so all right, crash
he
out
is
done. Crash
triggering.
out done.
He's trigger. I love it because I knew he was gonna crash out about him because I was crashing out. But I think he did land the plane, even though it wasn't a smooth landing. It was kind of a rocky landing, probably with the Frontier Airlines. But basically, the way he landed the plane, he was like, "But here we are. You're with. Out of all those things, you're now married or something like that." He kind of like
But it's like you didn't do a good job. He didn't even know where he was going. He didn't know
it
where the
was a
landing zone
it
was.
was
Can
a
you see?
humiliation ritual for sure. But again, she likes
Uh,
it though. Like she's laughing. She was just happy. She said, "I'm happy it's a black man." Like she was just happy as go get out. So I feel like they could work. Honestly, at first, I thought this was. I felt like it's super cringe and like even the way they and it was at some point in episode one. Maybe it's the camera and production thing. They panned the camera at her. She looked like she was annoyed. But as time goes on, it seems like Bella really likes Mecca and I think they'll work. Again, he's super quirky, super weird, super just awkward, super
can I talk
corny,
about
and
Bell real quick?
she loves it. Hmm?
I think that she is just open to the experience. And okay, first of all, she opened her eyes. She was very attracted to Mecca, right?
Hmm.
Which Yeah, I mean, like he's a tall brother. I mean, he's a handsome
He's a tall
brother.
brother.
He's a tall brother. He's a handsome brother. You know what I'm saying? As she should be, right? You know what I'm saying? Cool. You know what I'm saying? But then she goes, you know what I'm saying? But then I feel like then, of course, because you know what I'm saying, he's got these braids and stuff. Now his dad's trying to, take him down a peg. It's fucking weird, man. You know what
She
I'm
likes
saying? You
it.
see like the dad trying to like compete with him almost. And like trying to take him down a notch, you know what I'm saying? Because he's got this son that is actually, you know what I'm saying, conventionally attractive, but doesn't have the confidence to go with it, is what it feels like almost.
I wonder why
Like,
he doesn't have the confidence to go with it. I wonder
oh,
why.
I wonder why
Geez,
he doesn't have, yeah,
geez,
with his
geez,
bitch
Dad.
ass
I
dad,
wonder why,
with his bitch
Dad.
ass daddy. Yeah,
God damn
right.
it, Father.
With his bitch ass daddy taking him down a peg at every single course. And of course, I wanna remark too, his father also said the father pulled Belle Jolie aside and said, "Oh yeah, did you want a black man?" Basically, and Belle Jolie says, "Yes, I wanted a black man." Blah 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 or whatever. And then Logic says about his son, "Yeah, Mecca did this thing where he just liked whoever liked him," which I can, being a part of the culture, right? You know what I'm saying? Being someone with the skin I got, right? I can interpret that as saying Mecca like white girls, right?
Oh,
So
really? Okay, I
I
didn't really peep that, but you peeped
he
it.
said Logic said Mecca did this thing where he said he liked whoever quote unquote liked him, which
Hmm.
means that Mecca was weird. Mecca
Okay.
was the nerdy guy that painted his nails and didn't attract black women, so he liked white girls. That's what I can interpret that as.
Hmm.
Because that's why Logic, the dad, was so hell bent on pulling Belle Jolie aside and figuring out that she wanted a black man like Mecca. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, okay, yeah, I'm glad I got him off of this white girl thing, and he's now with Belle Jolie. So
He.
I'm sad to say I'm not very confident in these people. I think Mecca's a little bit racially insecure. I don't think any of the problems with Belle Jolie, but
No,
yeah,
I think they'll be fine. I just
you
think
think
that
they'll do okay.
I just think that dad is super weird. The dad was like talking about, are you gonna clap them cheeks? He was like, I don't know if you caught it, but he was talking, are you
He
gonna
did say
clap
that.
those cheeks? He was like sexualizing her body. Then he was like, yeah, when you was up there kissing her, you had an erection. I saw it through your pants. I just feel like,
But also, I feel like Belle
that's
Jolie's mom said
cringe.
something weird too, though, didn't she?
Her
Belle
mom made a
Jolie's
sexual
mom,
joke.
yeah, I feel like she was like when she was like, "Yeah, you're always gonna eat well," or something like that.
I thought that was because she was talking about, because I think her mom was trying to say that she eats a lot. I don't think it was anything sexual. I thought her mom
Okay,
was
that
trying to say I think her
she
mom was
cooks
trying
really
to say
well.
she's greedy.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. I think your mind was together. Okay, all right. Happy wife, happy life. I know your girl over there happy. That's what you're thinking about. But I just feel like, again, he's super weird because of his upbringing, and she's cool with it. I don't think she's gonna care. She just seems to be smitten over him. And I actually, again, I went from like very making side eyes and was not fucking with this union. It was very weird to me. To now, I'm like, I feel like this show has really opened my eyes, because I'm like, some people are just quirky. She is not me marrying him; it's her. And if she
Yeah.
like, I'm trying to see love stories, and sometimes every love story may not work for different strokes for different folks. Is what I'm learning from about this show.
Yeah, I
And
mean, I don't love the painted nails from Megan's perspective because I'm like, bro, like, it's your wedding day. Just
she likes it.
don't come attention seeking. Just be you, bro. Just be
Yeah.
you. And you weren't you, bro. You weren't painting your
No,
nose
no,
like
he
12
was
years
him.
old.
No, let me tell you why he was him. I
All
was
right,
paying
talk to me.
attention. I know you said you was for the most part listening for some of these episodes. If you looked at when we were getting to know him, when he was in the interview
I
chair
watched two
talking
and
about,
three closely.
you did? Okay. So
Yeah.
let me refresh your memory. When he
Okay.
was sitting at the
Sure.
chair, I was like, what the hell? A lot of his pants were in the water. He had ugly socks with his pants. Like, he just can't dress. Like, the shoes with the outfit combo was crazy. The way he dresses is kind of odd. So for him to have the black painted nails and his personality plus his dad, it all made sense to me why he would. Because think about it, like, you got to be a cornball, you can't dress to actually go to a wedding looking like that. You know what I mean? So I
Yep.
just feel
Yep.
like
Yep.
it
Yep.
was
Yep.
on
You're right.
brand for him. That's why I'm like, okay, I don't think he's gay. I don't think he's this. I don't think he's that. I think he's just fucking strange. And she likes it. I love it. I'm trying to see how strange it's gonna get. Strange for a piece of
Oh yeah.
change.
All right, I gotta refill my water. Do you have any other thoughts on Mecca and Beljo Lee? Like while I dip real quick,
Sure,
just
yeah, I'll
want to
go
get the
say.
audience.
I will say for her, I think an area of growth for her and my suggestion for her during this experience is her level of discernment. Okay. She seems to just not care about anything. Like she doesn't really care about the pain and nails, which is fine. She doesn't care about the dad situation, which is fine. But she doesn't care about anything that he's doing. And I feel like this is a certain period of your life, again, getting married to a complete stranger, where although you may be joyful and happy and trying to bask in the moment, you still have to question certain things and consider certain things because you still don't know this person. They're still a complete stranger. And you just want to make sure you're using, deductive reasoning while you get to know this person. But what I also do like about her, there were some strengths with her. I think her being so optimistic and positive is actually such a great sign that the marriage can work because she's so positive and joyful and just happy to be there. I think that's a positive trait for any union, any type of marriage or relationships. You want a partner who's positive, who's going to uplift you, who's going to see the good and not the bad. And she seems to focus on the good. Another thing I really like about her is she did have a standard. She didn't want to kiss him. She said cheek, 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 not on the lips. And so I respect the fact that she was like, she had a standard about not wanting to kiss Mecca, and she stood 10 toes down. They said their vows. She said, boy, kiss me on this cheek. And I definitely respect her for that. Um, Also, she's very pretty. To the viewer here, Brandon stepped away for a second. Oh, you just left. Okay, cool. But I was gonna ask you to comment who you think who's your favorite couple, who's the couple that you're rooting for the most. So for those of you in the chat, please comment below. Who do you think is the couple that's most successful that can really make it out of all the options we have? And what's the couple that you think is going to be the weakest link? But we ain't really got nobody in here right now, Brandon. Somebody came and left. All right. But what I was saying, well, did you hear what I said, or you didn't hear anything?
I heard you start talking about Beljo Lee and Mecca, but I didn't get the rest of it.
What I will say, what I like about her, even though she seems super smitten and she needs to like at least have some type of discernment, like she's just laughing at everything and not really questioning things. Mm-hmm. But on the flip side of it, what I do like about her is she's standing 10 toes down on like her beliefs. Like she said, she went into the wedding saying, I don't want to kiss him on the lips. And when it came to the kiss situation, when he tried to kiss her on the lips, she was like, eh, 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 eh.
Can I say one thing? I really disagree with that.
Well, yeah, but I just like the fact that if that was her stance, right? Because this is her first time meeting her. Like probably when she meets people, generally she doesn't kiss them on the lips. She wanted to develop some knowledge of who he is, because some people are kind of sapiosexual, whereas like I need to know the person first before I can really be physical and intimate in that way. And kissing can make you want to have some type of desires that maybe she doesn't want to have yet. So the fact that like she set that standard and she maintained it, no matter how attractive she was to him, I can respect that. Because again, if it wasn't for just that moment, I would think she's super gullible and naive. But like that moment proves that she does have some type of good head on her shoulders, that she can like actually stand firm on something. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I really dislike the decision to not kiss at the start. Not because I mean I think the decision to like not actually go all the way that night, you shouldn't be doing that, right? I mean unless there's just a very good sparker like Adam and Marissa, maybe, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean like point being with like the kissing on the marriage date, like that's the point of getting married, and like it's like to me almost like if you're not kissing at your wedding ceremony, it feels like you're not taking this married at first sight experience seriously. It feels like you're not actually taking it serious at like the fact that this is now your husband. You know what I'm saying? Almost like
I feel you. Like I understand.
Like like really, like really and truly, I think, okay, you know what I'm saying, having like going all the way, having sex, that's different, you know what I'm saying? But like if you're not even willing to kiss this man, you know what I'm saying, whoever they matched you up with, you should be willing to trust. If you sign up for this show, you should be willing to trust the experts enough that they put you with your dream match. And same for the guy. You should be willing to trust that they put you with your dream match enough to just, I'm not saying you got to use tongue or whatever, you know what I'm saying, but at least to just do what you know, Sean and what's her face are upcoming soon. You know what I'm saying? Sean
Oh
and
yeah, we
Nikki,
can talk
right?
about them next.
Yeah, 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 let's talk
Um,
about them next, right? You know what I'm saying? Sean and Nikki, like they just did like a little, I mean, they put their lips together. That to me, that's a handshake. That's a handshake. That's y'all saying, okay,
oh,
we're in this shit
okay,
together.
Kenzie.
Not
Okay,
not
Kenzie.
not like
Kenzie,
Kinsey, not
yes,
like
my
Kinsey. Kinsey was doing the most.
MVP. Hey, my MVP. He said clocky. But let me tell you though,
Kinsey,
were you finished or you want to continue? Sorry.
I was gonna say Kinsey was doing the most, but to me in this scenario, bro, y'all are married, allegedly. Y'all are married. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna watch the show and see how it plays out. If y'all actually act like you're married, but allegedly y'all are married. If you're really gonna pursue this show and act like you're quote unquote married, you need to engage. You need to show me that, and not just me as a viewer, but more importantly, your husband or your wife. You need to show them that you're actually in this for the right reason. You need to show them that you're actually willing to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? And
I mean,
to me,
I love that you're giving this perspective because I disagree or I respect her decision to not do it just because it's like if this was a traditional wedding, sure you should be kissed, but like I feel like if you don't want to kiss on your wedding day, this would be the grounds because it's like you're just meeting someone. And I think that depending on who you're dealing with, I think it just works out in her favor because he's pretty much even chill. I don't think he's gonna hold it against her. I feel like in her situation, it makes him like if I was him, right, and she didn't kiss me, but she did let him kiss him on the cheek, but she was like, you got to earn it. So for me, I kind of like the little chasing game at the beginning, and so for me, that makes me want to get to know her more. Kind of like I want to now play the game because like I got you so easily. Like I met you and I married
it's
you.
not a game, bro.
I
They're
need to feel.
married,
It's
bro.
not a game, but at the same time, it's like I need to feel like I'm haunting you, and I really would like to earn that kiss. Like I don't even know your middle name, or I don't even know your sign. I don't know your birthday. So for me, it's like now I want to put in that work to get to know you. And if I didn't get the kiss at the actual ceremony because we literally just met, I could probably still gain that kiss later that day or the next day, or maybe in bed. But like I feel like I can respect it on the grounds of it. They just met, and although they're getting married, it's under different circumstances. So that's why
Yeah,
I respect it. But I like that we have different opinions about it.
I get it.
But
I would want
and
to
I
chase
also
in
think
any other scenario.
and I think it works for him again because he's used to rejection and embarrassment. Look at his dad. His dad was just roasting him all ceremony. So what's a little
Right.
like kiss on the cheek when your dad just said, you know, you were
I mean,
playing as a you was playing on a female basketball team
his
as
dad was
the
roasting him
practice
so bad he was
player.
messing with white girls, bro. You heard him.
So, exactly. So I feel like with him, he's not gonna take it personal. Now, if she would have did this with somebody like maybe Adam, he would have been like, I don't know, like analytically thinking, like probably what you said, like this is a wedding ceremony. I expect my wife to kiss me in front of my family. Like he's very like, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like this guy, it works for them. He ain't thinking about
And
that.
let me clarify. Of course, there's nothing wrong with interracially dating. If Mecca is into is into white women, if Mecca loves his pogs, then I love that for Mecca. Good for
We love
Mecca. I
our
don't give a
legal
damn.
disclaimer.
I don't give a damn, right? But my point is that when your dad is roasting you like this and you allegedly, it gives racial insecurity. That's what it gives. You know what I'm saying?
Racial.
So yeah, yeah, yeah. I would say so. I would say so.
But all
I
this
would
is
say so.
all this is like what you're like what you believe, not
Interpreting.
he
That's
because he never really
this is
said
my
it.
interpretation. Yeah, but yeah. I'm about to say I would never put that on him. I don't even know that Mecca likes that type of woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that specifically. I just know what his dad said, which his dad said that he likes women that likes him, which
But don't
tells
you?
me that you know what I'm saying.
He's
He
open
was doing
minded.
that,
So
and
so
I
if she
and
likes
once
him,
again,
so if she does like him, then he will like her.
and once again, I don't got an issue with that. I don't got an issue with that. But that tells me probably that he was dating the type of women because his dad is saying it in the sense of these women didn't work out for him. We need to get him back home, right? With a woman from home, right? You know what I'm saying? So that makes me think that
Mm.
it's a situation where he was dating lesser quality women of those demographics, right? You know what I'm saying? Just because those were the only women that liked him, because he wasn't willing to go out and actually chase and hunt, right? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
That's my and that's the thing. My take is he gets caught up in he low key could be kind of like selfish and into himself. And so the other take could be not just about the race thing and like whatever. I think it's also a thing of like he's so like even when he was talking about like after they married, after he saw her and all that, he was talking to his friends. He was like, I wonder if she likes me, and like, do
Yep.
you think I'm weird? And da, 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 what does she think about me, 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 me? It wasn't like, oh, I like this about her. Like, I like her smile. Like, I really want to get to know more about her. Like, he just seems to be caught up in his
True.
own little world of like weirdness. And as a male, and I think that when we think about his career paths, like his dad called it out, like he's done this career, this, that. I feel like he just kind of maybe not have a really backbone. He's just kind of floating and existing. And I think he's
Mhm.
still trying to find himself, but he also needs to figure out how to be assertive and dominant, put his foot down, and also not think and also think beyond himself. Like, bro, like
Right.
that girl is gorgeous. Like, I think she's a beautiful black woman, and I just would like to see him a little bit more into her. Again, not that I don't think he likes her. I think he's into her, but it's just like, get out of your head about you and like just actually be the man that she needs you to be, and just like do more to her and for her and talk more about her and get to know her better. Are you
Yeah.
ready to talk about Sean and Nikki?
Man, I don't want to, but I am, I guess.
Yo, that boy Sean came out
Oh,
like this. He said, "Make some noise." He came out, he came out and said, "Make some noise." I was
yo, okay, all right. What is it with dudes on reality TV? I feel like dudes who end up on these reality TV
like,
shows that me
what?
and you watch, they just have feminine dispositions, bro. They just come
Bullshit.
off very, very feminine. And like not in a bad way. I'm like just in a way that makes me question their intentions.
Mm-hmm. No, they
And the
definitely.
men I'm referring to, you know what I'm saying? I'm referring to dudes like Zach and Bryce. I'm referring to dudes like Adam. I'm referring to dudes like what's homeboy's name?
Wait, you put Adam in that category? You
Sean.
think Adam? You think Adam is feminine?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
I actually would say so in the way he talks and stuff. And like and
Oh,
I
okay.
and I feel like he cares about like shit that just is like, bro, like what? You
I
know what
told you
I'm
he's on the
saying? Like,
spectrum. Adam is on the spectrum.
right. Because I mean, for a lot of these dudes, it's like if you really wanted a girl, like nigga, just go get one.
But again,
Like, why'd you have to come on married at first sight? Like,
exactly.
I feel
That's
like you
low
could
key
just go
embarrassing.
find a wife. Like, I feel like it's women out here. Of course. I'm saying like, the old girl you meet at the gym, old girl you meet at the bar, old girl you meet at the coffee shop. They might not be perfect, but is Shorty on Married at First Sight perfect? Because I'm watching these
You talking about
episodes.
Nikki? You talking about Nikki?
I'm just saying, just in general,
Okay.
the pool of women on this show, they're not perfect people. They're
Mhm.
people. They're just people, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, are the people that you're finding on these apps, on the dating apps, are the people that you're finding at the bookstore, the people that you're finding at the coffee shop, people that you're finding at the gym, are they not also eligible bachelors or bachelorettes? Because they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you really wanted this outcome of a secure, stable relationship, a wife, a husband, whatever the case may be, you would have it.
Right, but let's get to it because clearly
All
they
right,
on
let's
this
get to it. Let's
show.
get to it.
They
My
on
bad. My
this
bad.
damn
Let's get to it.
show because
Let's get to it.
they
Let's get
can't
to it.
they can't have it, and because they can't have it, we're here to talk about why we think they can't have it. Let's start with Nikki, okay? So we see Nikki, right, and she's talking about
We know why Nikki's on this show. We know
Oh,
why she's on this show.
this is about to be a deep dive, and shout out to my boy Kevin Samuels because we're about to really. I have a lot to unpack with both of these individuals. Now, let's start with Nikki. She talks about first she one of the first things she says was she loves a tall man, right? And I think one of the producers said something, but she was like, I've also been. She was like, but I've also been with guys who are not so tall, and they've been able to make up
The
in other
producer
ways.
said something
But
after she said her income requirement.
Oh yeah,
She
I'm gonna get to
said,
that too. I'm getting to that too.
okay, get
This
to it.
lady insinuated that she wants a tall guy. Then she insinuates that like he has to be making between 250 to 350. And then the producer had to say, can you meet at 200K? Right? Like, can you meet there? And after like a little facial expression, a deep sigh, thinking about it, turning her head, realizing that she's on the show, she said, okay, I can meet you at 200K. Right? Okay, so that happens, but between those two things, and then me thinking about how he's because we know because it was like a back and forth between her and him. I'm thinking, okay, I'm seeing what she wants. Clearly, if the producer is negotiating his pay, he don't make 250 to 300,000. He's just not making that. And then she's like, she's leading with height. He's 5'6", And then I'm thinking, she really wants a man. His voice is as sweet as cinnamon pie. And I'm just like, I'm just thinking as I'm seeing her talk, I'm like, this girl is about to be so disappointed.
No, okay, but see, okay, see, this is the problem. This is the problem. The problem with individuals like Nikki will play this high standard, hard to get game, but they don't realize, yo, you're not hard to get, you're hard to want.
Thank you. Let's talk about that.
You're not hard to get, you're hard to want. It's hard to want individuals like you.
Not my light, hold on. Not my light falling down.
No.
The spirit of Nikki, is taking over. The spirit of Nikki.
I spoke such facts that my man's light fell over, bro.
Nikki is attacking us.
It's true. It's true, bro. It's so true. But like, because I mean, she's trying to play hard to get. Like, okay, all right. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Obviously, man, the Kevin Samuels thing. This is his whole thing, bro. He used to bring people used to call into his show. They would say 6 feet, 6 figures, and like people on Twitter would roast them. People on YouTube would roast them, and that'd be this whole thing, and it was a meme. This is that person in real life. They really exist. Yes. And
what she needs to realize.
I thought this was rage bait, bro. I can't believe Nikki's a real person. I can't believe Nikki's a real person.
No, I can believe it. Here's what she fails to realize. A man who is making $250,000 to $350,000 does not want a woman like Nikki, because at that point they're business colleagues. He wants to feel dominant. He's making a lot of money. First of all, he wants a younger woman because she's like in her 40s or something like that. A man who's making that much money.
Okay, all right. I got one sentence. I got one sentence.
Down.
Nikki wants to have sex with her boss. That's the problem with Nikki. Nikki don't want a husband. She want her boss. That's a problem with girl. That's a problem with people like Nikki.
She wants a guy who doesn't want her. A man who is making $250,000 to $350,000 is a man who wants a woman who's pretty much want to be well kept. Like, he wants to feel like a king, because that is a lot of money. Like, for most people, like if I'm making $250,000, like I don't care about another woman making as much as me. Like at that point, I'm so good. I want to be able to take care of the girl, or I want her, it's a different type of girl. I want a younger, more beautiful. Like at that point, my options are, I got options for days. If I'm a man making that much money, I have a lot of options. Am I going to go for an older woman who is who still work? Like, my thing is, if I'm working at hard, I want you to be cooking at home, cooking for me. I want to come home to a cooked meal, a clean house. I want a woman to do womanly things. She's going to be working all the time. So it's like, damn, like, I'm going to feel a void. And I think men like that who she's looking for are not looking for her. She wants a business partner.
It's like
she wants a coworker.
Not even to look at it in like a patriarchal way. It's like, bro, like logically, like okay, let's think about it. Okay, so
how many men is making that much money?
Okay, first of all, right, of course, and the therapist asked her that, and she repeated back, and she was like, "I've seen the stats. Have you, girl? Have you? Because you're talking about a less than 1%. You're talking about less than 0.5%, actually.
Because girl, that's why you're on this show.
Quarter of a percent.
She's on Married at First Sight because of the stats.
She's on Married at First Sight because she thought okay. Nikki's a dumbass. She thought shit was sweet. She thought she was gonna walk on this show. No, I'm saying it, bro. She is. She's not very intelligent. She thought she was gonna walk on this show and that shit was gonna be sweet. She got a good job. I don't give a fuck. She thought she was gonna be sweet. She thought she was gonna walk onto this show and that she was gonna be sweet and that they were gonna she was gonna say, I want a 6-figure nigga. I want a 6 foot tall dude, and that they were just gonna give her that. No, that's not how this shit works, bro. That's not how this shit works. You can't just come on the show, say that you want a $250,000 earner man and a 6 foot tall man, and Married at First Sight is just gonna find the motherfucker for you. No, that's not how it works.
Because if you think about it, that type of
man doesn't exist. I hate to break it to you.
No. Let's really debrief it. But if that man does exist, the few that do, they exist. But they're at a position where they're probably already married. They have options. They have a happy life. They're already married. They don't have to go on a show. They don't have to go on a show called Married at First Sight.
They're already married and they don't want Nikki.
Because if you're making that much money, you're not desperate to be on the show like this because you have, like you said, they're already married. They already have women. They're already fulfilled. She though is the woman, and so she fills this void, and she has this bar that is super high. As men are not looking around saying, "Oh wow, I want a woman that's making 250 to 350K." That's what she's leading with. Men are looking around like, "Oh, I want a beautiful woman. I want a woman to have my kids. I want a woman that can cook and clean. I want a woman that can, we can rock together." Men are thinking about a lot of things when it comes to women. The last thing we're thinking is, "Oh, I want a woman who's making 250, 350,000." And the guy that does want a woman that's making that much money is a guy that she doesn't want. It's a guy who's trying to use someone, or he's a bum, or he's not making money. He's trying to be a leech. She doesn't want to leech. There are guys who would love to have her, but she don't want to have them because they're not making the amount of money that she wants. So she wants her cake. She wants to have her cake and eat it too.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just like dog. Like I hate to boil it down to this is what men want. Men want young, attractive women. Ooga booga, caveman. But bro, like it's just dog. Nikki, can you be realistic for a second? Like, what do you really want in life? Do you was it really that important to get a $200,000 earning man as opposed to a $70,000 earning man, and you could have been married 10 years ago and had kids and a family and a happy life, as opposed to being 40 and on this damn reality TV show?
Exactly. And my thing is this:
I really don't get it with people like this, bro. It fucking blows me, man. It triggers me.
Oh, he's
like, what triggered. Are we doing?
Oh my god! In the teaching world, we give support to the kids who are angry by doing like this. So I'm gonna give you some little hands. I'm gonna give you the fingers.
Nah, give me some hands, bro. Because Nikki, like, what hands. Are we doing, bro? Level with me. Let's talk about what are we doing.
Listen, though, she doesn't have a clue. Let's talk about it though, because Nikki is layered. One thing that I do like, let's talk about the positives, because I want to just kind of go too crazy with her. One thing that lets me know that she's just talking, right? Is I gotta preface it with, this was before she met him. But when he gifted her like the necklace and all that, she started crying. She's proven herself to be very emotional, right? Like she's the type of woman that tries to, like, because she's so career oriented, and you can tell she's usually the boss and the leader in the workspace. She's trying to like have this little facade of her just having this like demeanor about herself. But like the way she broke down in tears over a necklace, I think is like, lady, like, you're very wealthy. Like a necklace, you probably can afford that in your sleep. But she was so sentimental, lets me know that she's still a woman. And I feel like women like her need a man, like someone to make her feel like the woman. And I feel like you could tell when she met Sean, I just feel like she needs to be dominated, no matter how successful she is, how much she's a boss in the workplace. Women like that, they want a man at home to like make her feel like a woman. She needs to feel like a woman. She wear the pants all day at work.
And I think that, like, but see, okay, I get
that short ass, sweet, soft, sweet guy is not going to be the man that she needs.
I really get what you're saying, and I get the fact that he is short, and I get the fact that he talks the way that he does. I fully understand. She's the issue. I promise you, she's the issue, and
they're both the issue.
No. They both are the issue. He's way too thirsty. He's weird, and he has this like voice too that makes him come off like he's perverted. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, that is so much.
And like it's his voice. It's his voice, and the fact that he's doing so much in regard to like the sexual stuff. He seems like just a nasty old pervert. Completely understand. They're not a match. Okay, cool. She's an issue for like her own life, period, because she will never be, bro. There's a reason. Okay, she's attractive. She has a good job. There's a reason why she's single. It's because her standards are up.
Exactly, and I think this experience is gonna it's gonna humble her. Because
one more thing I'll say. It doesn't matter whether or not they give her a dude that's almost about to be a college president or whatever, or a dude that makes as much as her or whatever, right? She's going to be constantly comparing the man that she's with to her fucking boss. That's her problem. That's whatever weird shit she got going on. That's her issue, right? The man that she's comparing that nigga to is her boss in her head. You know what I'm saying? And how much he makes. That's how much she right. She's been pathologized by the institutions, by the predominantly white institutions, you know what I'm saying, and college and all that stuff. She idealizes her boss. That is her savior. that's her leader in her head, right? You know what I'm saying? Her VP at work, whoever her manages her at work, you know what I'm saying? If you don't make as much as that motherfucker, you're not really it to her, because she can see some people, but it's very ignorant too, because obviously people like this. She says she works for a major tech company. She could live in a city where, you know, she makes $250,000, but the cost of living makes it so that she really only lives like, you know, somebody who makes 60 or 70. You know what I'm saying? Or 50 for that matter, right? She could live in LA or San Francisco for all we know. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's really ignorant of her to just boil it down to a number. But people who are like her, who are a little bit ignorant, you know what I'm saying? Who, you know what I'm saying, are so simple minded and short sighted in their thinking and not open minded in their dating. You know what I'm saying? People like her are like that. You know what I'm saying? And they will boil it down to just a number. They won't think about the fact that, hey, maybe somebody makes $150,000, right? But they get profit sharing at their company and have, you know what I'm saying, $200,000 worth of company stock or
And
whatever the case may be.
let's
Like
even
like
put
it's just
let's
ignorant, right? You know what I'm saying?
let's put money aside. I want her to realize. I hope this experience can humble her. I want her to be humble in the sense of like, okay, a guy can make $150,000, but is he making the 250? No. However, I actually, unlike this soft Sean, he's actually masculine. I like that. He's actually tall. I like that. I'm sexually attracted to him. I like that. Even though she did say she's a sapiosexual, but clearly physical stuff does matter to her because the way she was roasting Sean was crazy. We'll talk about that soon. But like, I just feel like I think this experience could humble her. But I do think we should transition and talk about Mr. Sean because he ain't get squeaky clean himself. Because okay, so first of all, shout out to the bros. I'm an alpha. Okay, and he's an alpha clearly. He had the tassel on. I know an alpha when I see one, but it's just like I know, like okay, he said he lost his virginity at 21, but then he didn't have sex again until 29. Now, to me, that was kind of strange because, and I don't know if it's like for religious reasons or whatever. Then I think he grew up
It
in
would
the
seem
church.
like he's a closeted person.
Exactly. There we go.
Right. Okay,
So
yeah,
because
sure.
you saying you grew up in the church and all that is not helping your case at all. It's actually making it worse. But for you to say you lost your virginity, and I'm assuming you had sex with a woman at 21, and then you waited again at 29. To me, that's kind of strange because as a man, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure you can relate. Like once you first experience the magic of pussy, okay, like you're not gonna wait 8 years to try it again. Like you're gonna be like itching to try it again. And even if you are a religious man, you're gonna want that feeling so much. You're like, you know what? I want to do it the right way, but so I'm gonna actually court a woman and get married so I can feel like this a lot. And if I actually am attracted to a woman,
Pandora's box for a reason. It's Pandora's box.
Exactly.
Once you crack open Pandora's box, ain't no going back. You know what I'm saying?
You can't go back. Right. I always go back to it. Box. So anyway, so I just feel like you see what I'm saying? Okay, but so it's just like
we're stupid, bro. We are so stupid.
Only you caught that. Great, but okay, so that 8-year gap is weird. And I also felt like I don't know, and I hate to be that person like this is gay, because I don't want to be that. But come on now, Stevie Wonder can see it, and what I also think it
bro
gives.
Said Stevie Wonder can see it. That's fucked up.
Yeah, and I also feel. And I'm so serious, but I just feel like there are certain people, right? Maybe he's bisexual. I don't know. I feel like the energy that I get from him at his age and as accomplished as he is, if you've never been married, never had a serious relationship with a woman, I think maybe he's realizing I'm getting older now. I do need a woman to settle down with, or like I realize that dealing with men is not going to like that's purely sexual. I'm really ready now for a family unit. So now I want a woman for the family structure of it all. Or maybe he actually had sex with a woman recently and he likes it. So he's like, oh, I'm back in the game. Like I like it now. So now I'm trying to get back in it. And I think that's why he's so awkward. The way he acts like, should we touch? Should we not? This or that? Can I touch her? But like all this, like
can I get a kiss?
Can I get a kiss? It's giving like you just recently he's reinterested in women again, but he has no experience with women, so he's going about it in an awkward way. I'm trying to give him grace though, because he just met her.
Mention it.
Yeah.
He is
right.
I feel like he's talking to her like he would talk to, like, I mean, I would assume it feels like he's trying to flirt with like another gay guy, low key. I could see that. I could see that.
What?
I could see that, bro, with like
Whoa.
with how like how direct he's being,
Oh,
with how
right.
direct and forward he's just being.
Oh,
Like that's not
like
how
he
you
would.
talk to women, bro. That's not how you talk to women. I've
Right.
never talked to, you know what I'm
Boy,
saying?
give me a high five.
As
Boy,
a
you just. Oh my
as a
God.
as a straight male, I only talk to my sexual partners, which are only women, right? I only talk to women, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't talk to them straightforward, direct.
You just hold
You
their
know what I'm
hand.
saying?
You just take it. Like you
Right.
just put your hand over the
Right.
shoulder. Oh my God, that's a good
You're
observation. Because
smooth with it.
if you
You
think
know what I'm
about it,
saying?
he probably would talk to men like that because most men are like, especially if they're in public, it's like, should we hold hands in public? Should I do this? Like this is kind of awkward. How you feel about it? But oh my God, that's a good point. Because again, if it's a woman and you just got married, I'm gonna hold your hand. I'm gonna, especially if there's chemistry there. I think also that there was a big elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is there's no chemistry. Like there were some couples that they was like they were holding hands and they didn't have to question it. I think he was asking these questions. It was so weird. Even like for example, they were holding hands. Let me tell you how weird he is. They were holding hands, right? And then he was like, but we just met, so you want to stop holding hands now? Did you catch that? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're
Yeah.
just into it, you don't really have to say that. You just hold the hand, and then like, if it's that bad, you guys will just naturally stop. Like, there's a way he could have went about it. Like, he could have like act like he's pulling up his pants. Like, I was just like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, but he's just like, do you want to stop holding hands because we just met? I'm like, okay, since we just met, do we also want to like
Yeah.
stand further away from each other since we just met? We are
Yeah.
married, so like,
Yeah.
I don't know. He's just very weird, but
No, you're really no, it's really true though. Like cause like now I'm thinking about it, like men like we're very direct, forward, you know what I'm saying? Like we like I wouldn't beat
but
around
maybe
the
he's a soft
bush.
guy. He's just trying to be nice.
No, but I feel like he's talking to I feel like he's not used to cuz bro, the way he's talking to her, I'm like, "Yo, have you talked to a woman before?"
No, literally, you hit the boy. This part needs to be a. I need to make this part a clip on
Bro,
shorts
chat clip
because
this.
literally, that is so good. That's literally what
Because
it is.
bro,
Just
like
talk to her like a man. That's
he's
what it
talking
is.
to her, you know what I'm saying? Okay, like when I asked one of my buddies if they want to hang out, yeah, bro, you want to go rock climbing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm direct, I'm forward. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
But
In
with
the
the
same
woman, how
way,
would you be?
in the I would be like, hey, so I've been rock climbing recently. You know what I'm saying? I've been having a lot of fun. It's a really good way. It's a really good workout. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like it's a little rough for my hands, but you know what I'm saying. But I mean, like generally, I feel like I get a good workout. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you like to do for physical activity? You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you like to do for exercise? She would say, "What should I see for exercise?" And then I would say, "Oh yeah, yeah." But I mean, like, do you get a good upper body workout? You know what I'm saying? Like, would you want to go rock climbing sometime? Versus, I feel like this dude Sean is just like, you want to go rock climbing? You know what I'm saying? Like he's not talking to her like he should be
Yeah,
because
he's not easing her in. He has awareness, but he has no charm. Like he's aware that this is kind of uncomfortable for both of them, but he has no charm to alleviate it. So he's just like unknowingly creating a further gap, and he's making it very awkward.
and once again, if I'm talking to one of my buddies, if I'm talking to one of my coworkers, yo, I'm going rock climbing after work. You want to come with me? That's all I say. That's all I say. If they want to come, they come. If they don't want to come, they don't go. But he's talking to her like a homie, right? You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Which makes me think
Yeah.
maybe that's what he's used to talking to.
No, literally, you hit that. I think also her personality kind of confuses me a bit. And I know you saw that trailer, so we know she's about to light him up and she's crazy as hell. But what was interesting to me is like when they first met, right? Like literally, like they're getting married and the awkward silence, she was just standing there. She was looking around like, is this my husband? And then she's like, am I supposed to say something first? Like she was like the other women, think about the other women. They were like looking at him like they were like just in awe. And you could just tell she was like, girl, this is not it. This can't be the man I was crying over when I got that
Yeah.
necklace. This can't be the one who wrote me that letter that I was crying about. This can't be him. This can't be the tall king I was hoping for. This can't be the deep voice I was hoping I had. So I feel like she was just looking
Yeah.
like, and then though, right? Well, when it was time for her to do her vows, she was all like into it. So I'm like, so you're not into it, but you're just going through the motions because it is a show. You already practiced your vows, or do you like him? Like, I don't know. It's like it goes in and out for me. Like, she seems like she likes him, but she don't. Then it was like she said she's not physically attracted to him, but then she's like, but I'm sapiosexual. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. What do you think? Do you think she likes him? She wants a more masculine man. What do you think she feels about Sean?
I mean,
And we're talking about to those listening, we're talking about Sean and what's her name?
Nikki.
Nikki.
You know what's
there we go.
crazy is that I feel like Sean and Nikki are like actually a match, like
Right?
looks wise and career wise.
Not looks,
but she is. I think Nikki needs to go to therapy and she needs to deconstruct some things. You know what I'm saying? Because Nikki doesn't think that Sean is her match, but he is. But he is.
She's more masculine. He's more feminine.
That's the type of man that you deserve. But she thinks that she deserves a better man. Actually, like. I'm not saying deserve in like any type of negative
I know what you mean.
or sense, you know what I'm saying? But it's just the reality of the fact of the matter is like, I mean, hey, bro, if you really deserved a $250,000 earner who is 6 feet tall, you would have had him by now. I hate to break it to you, you would have had him by now. But that's just reality of it. You don't got that motherfucker. So instead, you're on Married at First Sight. I think Sean is the type of dude that would suit her well.
Yes, and I think you just made me think about something that we didn't talk about earlier with her. Is another reason why she's on this show is women like her, they really prioritize work. Whereas like work, it becomes their whole personality. They're giving so much time to it. Whereas I think she's getting to the point where she realizes, damn, I have the career, but I don't have the kid. I have the career, I don't have the husband. And like women like her, they wait so late in the game, and it's like they're no longer fertile. Like no, seriously, like they're no longer. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. She's no longer fertile. She's not fertile anymore. And like it's like they realize it's like she has that career, but she missed the mark on the balance because.
You see, I'm gonna let you cook. In my opinion, I'm focused on my career. That excuse lasts you till you're 29. that excuse lasts you till you're like 30, 33. But I mean, like,
I'm not giving her.
She's in her late 40s.
Some women get.
She does not get bail for that. She does not get bail.
I'm not giving her. I'm not giving her an excuse or a pass. I'm just telling you this is her situation. I'm just saying like this is her situation. Like she's on Married to First Sight because literally she spent so much time. Because think about it, people don't get to age 29 making 250 and 350. That early in their career, unless you're like a doctor or something like that. Like she's like in the corporate world making that much. So like she probably just got there like in her 50s or 40s. You know what I mean? But like, so that's how you know she's been going crazy, prioritizing her career.
She's a dummy though, bro, because as soon as you get there in the corporate world, the sooner you can get let go.
She's been saving up.
Especially as a person in HR who is a woman and a Black woman at that. That's the first and a high earner. You know what I'm saying? When layoffs come around, and they do in corporate, when layoffs come around, and I'll say it again, and they do in corporate, that's the first person they're looking to let go. The high earner in HR, and you're the type of demographic that they don't necessarily want there, bro. Like, she's oh my god, she's not set up her life very well because she could be let go at any point in time if that company goes under or has a bad quarter for that matter.
I know, and I think
she doesn't have any type of support system. She's got a fucking white dude walking her out to like who the fuck is this dude walking her out?
Her family wasn't there. Hey guys, we're talking about Nikki and Sean, by the way, to the viewer. But was her family not there at the wedding?
Not that I recall. No, her mom was there. But I mean, like the dude that walked her out.
Oh yeah, her mom was there because I remember. Sean went up to his mom and was like, "Hi, darling," and I was like, "No, this guy did not."
He was like, "What do I call you?" She was like,
"Right."
I'm like, and I was like, "Bro, what is wrong with y'all? This whole family weird."
Like Nikki is going to run all over Sean, and we saw it in the clip. She's going to be cursing his ass out. Let's just move on. All right. Unless you had anything else to add. They're pissing her off.
No, that's all I got for the most part. Yeah, in conclusion, like if you really wanted a husband, if you really wanted, a family, like Nikki allegedly says bro, you've been an adult. You've been an adult for what, 27 years? Like, man, that's not what you want. You wanted this bitch ass career, all right? So get off my screen, okay?
Lordy.
You wanted this bitch ass HR career.
Right. All right, she's married to her career. We're gonna move on to Devin and Caitlyn. Now, Devin is and Caitlyn. Caitlyn, if you do you remember them?
Yes.
Okay,
Sorry, I was
so
just making
Kate,
that face because I was like, hey man, I went in, but it is what it is, man. She's on my screen capping like she wants a
you pissed
husband. You don't
off.
want a husband. You wanted your
Stop.
HR career,
Leave
lady.
Nikki alone. She does want a husband. You saw she cried when she had the necklace. She's emotional. She wants it. She's at a point in her life where she wants a man now.
And it's like she's not even putting in the work. And she cheated and tried to go on this show to get her 6-figure, 6 foot tall dude. She cheated to go on this show to try to shortcut. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to career game it. She didn't want to prioritize a husband or a family.
I'm
Her
gonna give.
entire life gets to be a 47, and now she wants to come on this show. Tell the producers, I want a 6-figure nigga. I want him to be 6 feet tall. Bring him to me. And then she wants to be upset when Sean's here. And
So let me
I
tell.
get, man, I don't even like Sean, but it's just like the audacity of Nikki, man. It's pissing me off, bro.
Brandon, breathe. Take a breather. I'm gonna give Nikki some advice, and to any other woman who wants advice on how to potentially date and find a man who's making $250 to $350,000. If you're trying to find a man making that much money who's also attractive, what Nikki needs to do is she needs to go to, there's certain gyms, and I live in New York and they have them in other places too. There's certain gyms like Equinox and certain gyms that cost like $300, $400, $500 a month to go to. Obviously, only people who have that much extra income to just do that go. She needs to invest in time to go in spaces like that. They're making money and they're gonna look good because they're in the gym. They're
she's
fit
already in
and
Equinox, bro.
They're fit and in shape. I can tell that she's probably not thinking that way because I do feel like if she was putting time, I think when you making that much money, $250,000 to $350,000, you working hard as hell. You going straight to the work and you probably going home. She's not in the gym like that. I think when women really want to find a rich man, there are ways to do it. She has to be meticulous with where she's going. And love at first sight only gives you one man, only one option. But a gym will give you multiple. All right, we're gonna move on to Devin and Caitlyn. All right, so I actually like how Caitlyn's dad kind of had this. I think her dad was the most realist man so far on the show. Because my thing is like he was actually feeling weird about, and he was very vocal about how weird he felt to give his daughter to a complete stranger. He was like, I'm not gonna walk her down the aisle. Although I felt like if you came to the wedding, you should have still walked her down. But he was just so freaking emotional. And you could tell he's a softie because he gave in so quickly. Like he was like by the middle of the wedding, he was like, I support this at the party. He was like, I'm so glad we came together. He's just an emotional ass man. But I appreciate the fact that like, thank God somebody else, I'm not the only one here who's like, this is some weird shit. Like my family member, my daughter, my sister, my cousin, my dog is like marrying someone they just met. So I did like him for that. And I think I like Devin and Caitlyn together as a couple. It seems like they could work, but although on the preview, did you see the preview? I want to say I think it was them that had a big argument. I don't know.
Oh, really?
But they seem to have a really good connection. Huh?
I said I watched the preview, but I don't remember that specifically.
There was somebody that was having some issues in that preview.
This is the rugby player and the blonde girl, right? Yeah.
They were they had great chemistry.
I don't have too many opinions on them. I thought they were okay. I thought the dad, he was doing a lot. Like, bro, why are you even here if you're on the show if you're just gonna be a sour sport about it? But I mean, aside from that, I actually do have one opinion. I am really tired of failed college athletes being on these reality TV shows.
He's a rugby star, right?
Whatever the fuck. Failed college athletes and just failed athletes and minor athletes. Get the fuck off these shows, man. Like, why do y'all keep casting these people, bro?
Oh my god.
Like on Love Island, it's always a former collegiate athlete. Casey played college basketball, Anaya played volleyball, Carl did this. Everybody's a failed college athlete, man. Like, I mean, like, I get a lot of people play college sports in America, right? Like, I mean, like that's whatever. But like,
upset tonight.
But nah, bro, because this show done rattled me, man.
We don't have that many athletes on the show though. We got a lot of product managers and like people like that, coordinators.
We have a couple, but we had the coach who's with the Vietnamese girl, and then we had
that's gonna be interesting to talk about.
Yeah, we had him, who's never been in a relationship longer than 6 months.
That is a huge.
He's
He's
never been
such
in a
a
relationship longer than
tall,
6 months.
big,
And we
waving
got
red flag.
this MFer who played rugby, who's wearing sunglasses during his wedding.
I ain't gonna hold you. From his hairstyle to the fact that he plays an aggressive sport to his level of passion, he does give me. And she also mentioned it herself.
Like,
She
bro, these
mentioned
people
that.
are not fucking serious, man.
Wait. No, listen. So she mentioned that she has a history of dating toxic men, right? And I think they're gonna be very passionate. I think Devin and Caitlyn, they have chemistry. Is gonna be very passionate, but I do feel like it can be toxic. He gives me like he has the potential. I'm not trying to project negative energy, but he gives me like the type of guy that will hit a woman. Like he seems like he'll rough you up a little bit, and I hope that's not the case for them. But yeah, he seems very like wow, and we know that he has that spark in him because of his career path. But anyway, the chemistry with them is strong. It has the potential to grow. Their families love each other. I mean, the dad gave in so quick. You could tell they have that natural chemistry. So I'm rooting for Devin and Caitlyn. I hope I'm wrong in terms of the negative part, but I do feel like they're gonna be good to go. Anything else you
Yeah.
want to say about them? Because
I wanted to say, I think what you're trying to say, I get what you're saying. I think the
Mhm.
main thing is with like the fact that like he seems so rough around the edges and like such a like a bad boy or whatever,
And
right?
that
Like,
hairstyle
yeah,
is
and
like that's
that fuck
giving
ass haircut, right?
abusive.
Yeah. It makes him look like a toxic, abusive guy, right? You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And the fact that he does
Uh-huh.
this combat sport, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
This sport where he's, yeah, I mean, and of course, right?
Mhm.
It's his personality, bro. It's his personality. Like that's my problem with, again, I'll go back with all
Your
of these
problem.
like failed athletes. You know what I'm saying? That are on these
He's not
shows.
a failed
Shows.
athlete. He still does
Okay,
it.
my bad. Okay, all right. My point is that you're not in the NBA, you're not in the NFL, and you're not in the MLB. Okay, and
Okay.
you're not in the NHL either. You're not in a major
Okay.
sports league. Is my point. That's my point, right? And we have a lot of rugby players, a lot of soccer players that appear on Love Island, that appear on these reality TV shows, right? A bunch of people who basically, from my perspective, it seems to me like you don't make that much money as a professional athlete and you have a shelf life because you can only be a professional athlete from 20 to 34, right?
Oh, that
Listen to
is
me.
true. So it's
And
like, what are they
so
gonna do
at this
after
point
that?
in time, you're just trying to build a some type of fucking, you know what I'm saying, like following or whatever, you know what
Oh,
I'm
this is where
saying?
you're going. Oh, so you feel like he's clout?
Right.
Do you feel like he's clout chasing?
Of course, bro.
I
Of
feel like he
course.
genuinely is looking for marriage.
27-year-old plays rugby. Like, bro, what
Yeah.
27-year-old man who has a good career is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you're cloud chasing, bro.
Okay. Well, only time will tell.
Yeah,
Only time will
that's all I
tell. He
got.
could be.
That's all I got.
Okay, so we got Michelle and Cameron. Okay, Cameron is the tall coach. He used to play basketball. Michelle is the Vietnamese woman. I think this is the interesting. This is where it's going to get really well. Two things about them to make it interesting: their personalities. At first, I was like, "This is going to be super awkward." He's very weird, but towards the end of the thing, it looked like they're going to be okay. But then, though, when I see the trailer, you got to remember she has fibroids, and she thinks that she may have because women with fibroids they have issues with conception and delivery and all that. So she
Right.
froze some eggs, but she has fibroids. He really wants children. So I think this leads to a good conversation, and it's super sad, but it's just like because if you saw the preview of the trailer, he was like, I think he was very rude in his delivery. He was just like, he just made it seem like it was the worst news in
A
the
deal
world. He was
breaker.
so aggressive
Yeah.
with it. And he
You
was
said it was a
not
deal
polite
breaker.
and gentle with it. And just because there's a lot of women who have fibroids who still get pregnant. Like she's not infertile. She may have some challenges. She also, if she does have like crazy challenges, like if it can't happen, she froze some of her eggs. So like there's some type of hope of like getting a surrogate or something to happen. But I feel like
I mean, it wouldn't
he
even need
was
to be a
so
surrogate. She
freaking
could.
rude. He was so rude about the fact that she couldn't have a baby, or potentially not having one. But this brings me to my question for you, Brandon. How do you feel about? And this is just his fault because you went on Married at First Sight, right? And they just paired you up. Because as a man, when you're dating, these are some questions that you can have before you get married. But I feel like he got married and like this is your wife. So what do you feel about that? He's now married to a woman who potentially she can't have kids. And how should he have gone about it?
I don't think that should be a deal breaker to him because he's a man that's not move with intention in at any stage of his life. in regards to relationships. So I think you have a lot of gall, in my opinion, to come on
Not
and
gall.
say, yeah, I think you got some pretty fucking I think you got some cojones to try to come on a show and say I want to get married at first sight and I've never been in a relationship longer than 6 months. Right? So I mean, if you're coming out here and you're saying I'm gonna get married at first sight, I've never been in a relationship for longer than 6 months. I mean, like, to me, you're saying that you're the type of person that, you know what I'm saying, hasn't been really moving with intention for your life,
Exactly.
and
Who's to say you're
you
ready
should
to be a dad anyway?
yeah. You shouldn't give a fuck about being nobody's dad. Yeah, you can't even be somebody's fucking boyfriend for 6 months. Like, nigga, shut up,
Let
bro.
alone a husband.
Yeah. You can't be a boyfriend. You can't go steady with a girl, bro. You can't go steady with a girl, let alone be a boyfriend, let alone be a husband, let alone be a
Be a
father. So shut
father,
the hell
because
up
if you are
about
going to be a father, it's definitely
Gilbert.
giving my dad
Shut
went
up.
to the store and never came back vibes. Because if you only last in 6 months or less with these relationships, but yeah, I do feel like, though, in his defense, well, it's hard to defend him because you go on a show like Married at First Sight, that it is what get, what you get, and maybe he didn't. I feel like in the interview process, maybe he could have said, "I want kids. I don't even want a possibility of a woman not having kids or whatever." Maybe he could have said something like that. I don't know, but I just feel like, in his defense, because as men, right, like we have like women are on a ticking clock. Like they better, your most time as women is
Yeah.
you're super fertile. They can have babies from teens to like 20 in their 20s, and then like early 30s.
Like
Like
29, yeah,
yeah,
is like
yeah.
the
When you get into like your 30s, it's like very, the
it
risk
starts
goes
to
up.
be it starts to become high risk pregnancy is what they say. So I mean,
Exactly. But
that's
as
like,
men,
yeah, and then you of
but
course you
as
have issues for disease and like I mean all these crazy things. It's an issue, it's a problem. I mean,
right.
and like I mean, of course this is the thing. I mean, but like, who gives a damn?
But hold on,
Women
wait.
have
Let
been
me finish
having
first.
babies longer and longer and longer, but men, to like your point or
Yeah,
whatever, they
men
can
can
not
like
really
have
as well.
babies in their
Yeah.
50s. I heard men have babies in their 60s. So I feel like in his
Robert De
defense,
Niro just had a kid, and Robert De Niro
yeah,
is like 80.
right.
So
So like in his defense, I do have sentiments with him
yeah,
because it's like, although he has not had, he's kind of played around in his 20s, he haven't had a real relationship. If he
yeah.
chose to go on a show to get married and he wants to get, now all of a sudden he wants to be a family man and get married and have kids, he should have that right. But I just think that but if you look at his delivery, I don't know, you saw the preview. He was very rude and mean about it. She's already like sad, and like as a woman, to go through that, I'm pretty sure she just feels less of a woman. She already expects how she feels bad about it. She's cried about it, and to have your husband not even show some type of compassion, because again, she didn't say she's infertile. She just said I have fibroids, and so it may
Yeah.
just take them a little bit longer, or she may have more complications. She could still get married and she have eggs put away. I just feel like he was very fucking rude and disrespectful with how he went about it. But
It
again, that could be why he
it felt
hasn't been
like
able to keep a relationship for more than 6 months, because you don't know how to talk to women.
no, it felt like I'm trying to find a way out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm scared of commitment and I'm trying to find any way out, you know?
No, the
Um
way he was angry in that scene, that was raw emotion. I don't think that was. I think that was some real, like, he was pissed.
I think we need to wait to the episode to properly see, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean also like they're gonna show us some shit out of context too. You know what I'm
No, you want me
saying?
to play the clip
So
now?
like I mean, no. We'll see the clip when we get there. We're gonna cover this whole season. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like, bro, me and you both know from watching reality TV, it could have been to where they had an argument beforehand. Like these producers are fucky. You know what I'm saying? They're like they do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm gonna wait and see.
You're
I'm gonna
gonna
wait till
wait.
the
Okay.
episode. You know what
Okay,
I'm
you're gonna wait
saying?
before you light him up. I
I'm
got
a
you.
yeah. I'm not gonna say who's the bad guy yet. My gut says, oh, also, I guess the last thing I'll say about this couple, I didn't really like the bride's brother, like kind of putting her on blast and roasting her and saying she'd be at bars and stuff like
Right, right,
that
right.
or
I think he was trying to
whatever.
joke.
Like,
Yeah,
damn. Yeah, I get he was trying to joke, but then she got too defensive about it and stuff,
because
and then it kind of
he
made it
was dragging it.
awkward.
He was
Yeah,
dragging it.
yeah. So I mean, yeah.
I
Uh,
agree with you there.
a lot of people just seem to read the room in these couples. I
But
feel
I do like
like,
her brother though. He was kind of funny.
Yeah, I like her brother. I like her. I think he's the issue again. Damn, I'm going for all the dudes in this damn show, but I mean, really, I mean, come on, bro. Like, we got a bunch of fake ass clout chasing dudes who are 20 in their 20s, 28, 29, 30, whatever, and are trying to pretend like they're trying to settle down, and it's just cap. It's just
I'll
cap.
say this: I feel like unlike Love Island, I don't think that I feel very pleased to say I don't think we have as much clout chasers as Love
For
Island.
sure.
Like, so like I'm trying to give the angle when I talk about these people as if they're being real and genuine, outside of Nick, of course, and maybe it's somebody else, but like specifically, but when it relates to this couple, one thing that shocked me about this tall, I think his name is Cameron, right? What shocked me about Cameron is okay, we knew when they were pairing them up that she has fibroids and that
Mhm.
like she could have potential complications, maybe not even get pregnant, right? So I knew that was a thing. I figured though when they paired her with him, somebody who has never had a real relationship, he seems
Yeah.
very socially awkward. He just doesn't seem like the type that is pressed for kids. So I thought that they could potentially work because I just didn't. Again, this is me like judging from what I gather from seeing him. He seems like the type that's not pressed for kids, so I didn't think it would be an issue. But little did I know, I was obviously wrong because clearly, I mean, I did think though, like it'll be a problem with her finding a guy on the show because of it. But I thought that when they chose him because he wasn't pressed for a kid, but he is pressed
Mhm.
for a kid. So it's gonna be good TV. Sorry to her though, it's gonna be not the best for her.
For
But I just
sure.
think it's fucked up because she still could probably get pregnant. He don't know. And who to say that
Yeah.
who's to say that his sperm is weak? How did he know that he can actually get somebody pregnant? You
A
know?
lot of guys don't, so like it's just it that's why I said it felt like, he's just trying to find any way out because he's a commitment phobe, like he's just scared of
Possibly.
commitment, so he's just trying to find any way out because it's just like, bro, what are you talking? Like y'all, bro, y'all are still on this TV show. Y'all have been married for like a week. You haven't even tried to have no child. Like, what are we talking about? Like, so yeah. What other couples do we got
I
left?
think that's oh wait, hold on. Actually, let me go back. There may be more.
Is that it?
Uh, so we did
One more?
Mecca and Bella. We did Devin and Caitlyn just now. We did Nick and Courtney. We did Cameron and Michelle. We did Sean. What? Oh, we did all of them.
Nice.
Interesting. I feel like I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it was especially that first episode I watched. I was like, "Ooh, I don't know how it's gonna be us reviewing this show. This is a very slow, but I do feel like it's gonna pick up. I think it starts off slow because they're literally just getting married. Like that's like the initial thing, and then like I think now as they get to continue to get to know each other, and have tough conversations as we saw in the trailer for the next episode, I do think it's gonna be a lot to talk about. So I'm excited. I'm hoping to we get some crazy drama, some chaos. The show gets some traction because I do feel like it's about to go. But I ain't gonna hold you. At first, I was a little concerned. I was like, may need to see something else. Have you seen, bro? Let me tell you what's really, really good. Next Gen NYC is fucking chaotic and great TV, bro. Like, I think I'm gonna cover that. You don't have to join if you don't want to. I would love to have you, but
Okay, next gen
that shit is
NYC. I've never heard
fire.
of it. That's
It's
funny.
bro, that shit is good. It's really good.
Okay,
Yeah.
dope,
What are
dope.
your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this season, though?
I liked episodes 2 and 3 so far.
Okay.
Couple so far. I think Bojo Lee and Mecca could be a match, and who else? Sorry, I'm like looking around trying to grasp the information. I'm like, damn.
Oh, you want me to read out the couples again?
Yeah, yeah. Give me the
Okay.
couples real quick.
We have Adam and Marissa. Do you think they're gonna be a good match?
Nah, yeah.
We have
Adam's the issue. Adam's the issue.
Adam's the issue. Felipe, yeah, you're right. He's just socially awkward. Felipe and Tori.
They could work. They could work. They
Yeah.
could work. They could
As
work.
long as he's willing to, as long as I don't think he'll give up the
Once he doesn't stay
partying.
out as late,
But
you know what I'm saying? He's
yeah,
gonna come in. But
yeah.
also,
She
actually,
may be
even if he
like to,
doesn't, it could work. Even if he doesn't,
yeah.
it could still
She may
work.
be cool, yeah, because she may be understanding, and she also may like to go out with him sometimes too. Like who's to
Right,
say
right.
she doesn't want to go out sometimes? Some women like
Or
to
she
go
could be
out.
like a Melanie, and if she's getting dirty, she just don't care.
Oh
So I
Lord,
mean,
yeah, I think they could work. Sean and Nikki. Oh please, why'd I even ask that? But I'll let you answer. You may think they could work.
I think the producers just wanted to give us some drama for the
No
season.
facts.
So yeah,
She's definitely giving crazy black woman. She's giving like I don't want to say black woman, but she's giving crazy woman. Like she's definitely giving, and we saw it in the preview. She could turn up. So I feel like Sean and Nikki's gonna be good TV. I feel like
she's
Sean has some
giving.
skeletons in his
Oh
closet too.
man, she's giving crazy boss babe. She's giving like crazy
She's
boss babe.
she's
I'm a PhD.
not crazy boss babe.
I'm a PhD.
Right.
You know
I
what I'm
have 4
saying?
degrees. Shout out to Dr. Wendy
Yeah.
Yosefo. I got 4 degrees.
Right, right, right.
I make $350,000. Like, okay, girl.
On God,
And you
I mean, hey,
and you
hey,
still ain't
hey,
married. And you still ain't
hey,
married.
hey, hey, you better take them. You better wrap the degrees up tight with you as a blanket while you go to
Right.
sleep.
You better fuck them degrees.
I say them degrees better.
Them degrees better protect your ass. But no, I feel like with
The
her,
degrees better lock the doors late at night and pick up the gun and go check the front line, make sure ain't nobody over there. You know what I'm
that
saying? Like,
degree better cut the grass. She ain't worried about it though. She make a lot of money. She'll just pay the people, right? But let me tell you though, she needs somebody. When I saw that thing, that little preview with her and Sean, she
after
needs someone to
taxes
put
and
her.
living
She needs somebody to
in a
put her
major
in her
city.
place. She needs someone to like tell her, "Yo, chill out." Like she needs a man who's gonna be like firm and direct with her because she was lighting Sean up from what I saw. She needs to be put in
Truthfully,
her place. Like, girl, chill out. You humble yourself. Humble yourself.
I agree with you. I just don't think that there's like a guy that exists that she would respect that wants her.
I think they're everybody. She's not
No, no, no,
she's
no,
not
no, no, no.
undesirable because there could be a man
Hold up.
who's
No, no, no,
older who
no.
doesn't want kids.
Hold up. Let me cook. There's not a
Cook.
guy
I'm
that
hungry.
she wants and respects that wants her. Okay.
I do
She
think
wants
there's
a
a guy
guy
that could.
that's 6 feet tall. She wants a guy that's probably in her age bracket, 40 plus. She wants a
Okay.
guy that is a $250,000 earner, and she's
Mm-hmm.
not going to respect him if he doesn't meet those requirements. Period. Honestly, even if like let's say he's like a YouTuber or like a comedian or something and he makes that type of money, she still won't respect him because of the fact that he's not a leader at his job. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
She's like,
That's
oh,
the person that
she's like, you're a YouTuber.
exactly, bro. That's the type
So
of
she's
person
like,
that she is.
basically, she's an
She's really
elitist.
she's really yes, exactly. She's really elitist. She's really ignorant, right? Like
Ooh.
she's really close-minded
Oh
in that
Lord.
perspective. Yeah, no, I said that shit. I don't give a fuck.
Sad.
She's close-minded. That's ignorant. It's close-minded, bro. It's close-minded
And
because she's
she's
not
proof
thinking
that
about the
like there's
person
no matter
that
how
makes.
many degrees you have, no matter amount of success you have, that can just give you common sense and like humbleness, right? Because like
She's not
people,
thinking about the person that is buying and selling real estate that makes just as much as she does, but doesn't do it on paper or whatever. She's not
right?
thinking about the person that is a major stock trader that makes it. She's not thinking about the business owner that because she gets taxed out the ass. She gets taxed out the ass. There's no telling what she actually makes after taxes. It's probably 100. You know what I'm saying? After, you know what I'm saying,
You're so
and living in
funny.
a major city, okay, right. So she's closed-minded in that perspective, and she's not really thinking about like the big picture about what
Mm-hmm.
dudes in, you know what I'm saying, just a general kind of, you know what I'm saying, like financial bracket to her, or like her level, you know what I'm saying, as far as age-wise and maturity-wise could go. She's literally only thinking about a number, which in my opinion is just ignorant. I can't see that any other way.
I
If you're
hope this.
looking at only numbers, you're ignorant.
And you know what's so beautiful about this experience with her being on television is she's gonna be humbled after this season. We're talking about it. Come on, there's gonna be other people talking about
I'm
it.
not looking forward to it,
She's
but it's
going
gonna
to
happen.
realize, okay, like let me put things into perspective. So that's what I'm hoping for Nikki. Because I do hope that she can find her partner. She's gonna have to be willing to lower her standards.
I hate that it
Cameron
has to
and
happen to her on live television, but it's gonna happen. I hate
oh
it
yeah,
for her, but
you know. Who's to say? You know, we may be wrong. What about the end of the season? Her and Shauna like
real
locked
quick,
in. That
last thing
place.
about Sean and Nikki, because you said a lot about them. I think once again, I'm just gonna reiterate.
Reiterate.
She wants a dude, 6 figures, $250,000. Those
Mm-hmm.
type of guys, they don't want her. They just don't want her. She's attractive, of course. She makes a lot of money,
But
but
it's
that's
her
not what they're looking for.
mentality.
That's not what they're looking for.
And her
That's not what
age,
they're
her
looking for.
mentality and her age is just what I'm looking for. That's all
Yeah,
I'm looking
yeah. I mean, if that's what she wanted, she should have started looking for that 20 years ago. Sorry.
for. Stop. She was
It's
chasing the bag.
true.
No, she was chasing the bag 20 years ago. She was trying to make that 250 to 350,000. And she wasn't ready to get a family until she had it because she has a bar that she needs to meet. She has a standard. She doesn't, if it has to be nostrums or less, her friend said it. All right. So that's Sean and Nikki. What do you think about Cameron and Michelle? Are they gonna make it? Oh God, that's the pregnancy thing. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of weird. I'm sorry. I'm asking you the question. I'm answering. Let me just be quiet.
Man, the guy's the problem again. The male is the issue. I think she's definitely willing to try to work through any type of marital
She
issues.
is. I feel bad
I
for her.
no,
She
I think
seems like
she
she's
really
genuine.
would be willing to. But yeah, I think he's an asshole. I don't think it's gonna work. Sorry.
That's so sad. Yeah, that's what it is. He's an asshole and we know he's an asshole because exactly how he handled that fertility thing showed us exactly who he was, and she didn't deserve that. And if anything, she should blame those matchmakers because they should have been. That's such a delicate and sensitive situation. They should have really kept that in mind. But they're probably just looking for good television. But anybody who has
Yeah.
sensitivity would have been very like, okay, let me find a guy who's like okay without having kids potentially, or is compassionate, and they didn't do their due diligence, and she's going to be hurt because of it. All right, let's talk about Nick and Courtney. Do you think they're gonna last? Oh, Nick, that boy's there for clout. Poor
All right,
Courtney.
next
I think
couple.
Courtney's
Next
there for the
couple.
right.
we fuck with Courtney, but Nick's
he gonna be on another show. Listen, he gonna be on probably Love Island by next season. Like he is looking to get on another television show.
He got denied 4 times. He was supposed to be a Casa boy. He got clipped.
Stop.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't actually.
No,
know
I would believe that. Like I would definitely, if that was true, I would not be shocked. And then we have Devin and Caitlyn. Oh, that's yeah, I like them. I think they could work.
Yeah, but they could work, but
that preview was looking real toxic for them.
Yeah, I think they match each other.
I told you he was crazy,
and they match each other's tacky. You know what I'm saying? Like
he had tacky.
He had his glasses. He had fucking sunglasses in his hair. You know what I'm saying? That was tacky.
He's a rugby player.
I feel like they they'll meet each other there though, because I mean, like they're both talking about like, oh yeah, fucking bad. You know what I'm saying? Like and dapping each other up at the wedding.
They are gonna work. You just tell me why they're gonna work.
I think they're both tacky. I think they'll match each other in that regard. You know,
they'll be good.
Yeah.
And Mecca and Bella Jolie. I don't know if I said her name right, but
it's another couple where I think the woman's really gonna be willing to work through anything.
Yeah, these women. Listen,
because the guy is the issue.
These women are the opposite of the women on Love Island. This is so refreshing. Like these women are like willing and able to the point where I'm like, girl, get up. Girl, get up, have some type of discernment. But these women are very happy to be here, just happy to have a man, happy to be married. And if you think about it, it makes sense. Like most women, their dream is to get married. I think some of them are married now. They're like, this has been my dream. I'm finally married. Like, I'm just trying to bask in this positivity. And let me tell you, she loves her some weird Mecca. And I think that I really do feel like this could be a match because, again, Mecca is someone who
she's open-minded.
He got to be he's open-minded. Yeah. He needs someone who just not really impressed by much. And I think he needs someone who just, as long as he shows up himself and be weird, who's going to just like him for who he is. And I think that she's just like, yes, I'm Bella Jolie, you're weird, and I kind of like you. Like, I like the goofiness. I feel like she's pretty chill, and I think they're going to work. Surprisingly.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, man, this is really weird, man. Like, if there's one thing, folks cannot call us, it's biased. Because I mean, look at us, bro. We are sitting here, bro. I mean, we're sitting here telling you, Adam's the problem. It's not Marissa. Mecca's the problem. It's not Belle Jolie. This Cloud Chaser's the problem. It's not Courtney.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the other couple? Sean's the problem. Actually, Sean.
I think they're both the problem.
They're both the issue.
Sean, please, Sean. You know you want a man. Get off this show. You're not looking to get married to a woman. Just get off the show. Figure yourself out. Go to the gym and get some testosterone and like stuff like that. Nikki, learn how to be submissive. I think they got to work on themselves first, and then
they both need therapy and not married at first sight.
So, maybe if they went to, maybe they can heal together.
Yeah,
like maybe like no.
I feel like that's what the therapist was going for, because the therapist said it's either going to be really good or really bad. So they were expecting this to either them to work through it or them to crash and burn and it to be good television. So
exactly. Yeah. That's exactly it. I think that's enough for tonight. Huh?
It is.
Yeah. All I got, listen, this is the first episode. Shout out to the people who've been in here with us. Go ahead and click the like button if you enjoyed the video, and click subscribe if you're new here. We're going to be doing these reviews of Married at First Sight every week. This is our first time. We've usually have done Love Island. Love Island is over. And this is actually both of our first time watching Married at First Sight. I was actually just shocked that they actually get married literally at first sight. I'm like, damn, oh, it's literal. It's very literal. But we're gonna see where it goes. I feel like to me
Okay.
it started off very slow, but I think it's a slow burn. I do think it's gonna pick up, and we're gonna have some more things to talk about. But yeah, thank y'all for coming out tonight. Thank you, Brandon, for coming here. I know you had a little fun time turning up with the coworkers, but you finally made it over here. So
I did.
thank you.
I did. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to watch the show. I've heard that this is one of the better second episodes of Married at First Sight.
Nice.
So apparently this season actually is starting off at a faster pace usual,
Love
but apparently this show is supposed to be a slow start. So we're getting into it.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm optimistic.
All right. Peace, y'all.
All right. Peace out. Y'all have a good night. Bye, Brandon.